Hill and Sugar Creek. This is Big Time Sports, bringing you our continuous award-winning coverage of high school, collegiate, and international athletics. And tonight it's a non-conference matchup between the Norwayne Bobcats out of the Wayne County Athletic Conference and the Garaway Pirates out of the Indian Valley Conference. Good evening, everyone. I'm Troy Richardson, and joining me in the booth tonight is Greg Williams. And Greg, you know, this is the first time the Pirates and the Bobcats have tangled here in a long time. What can you tell us here on our right-marked pregame report about the Norwayne Bobcats?
Norwayne has a big, rich tradition of being an excellent football team. They're coming off another fine season last year as they went 10-2 and won the always competitive Wayne County League as they went undefeated last year in the Wayne County League. So far this year, the Bobcats are 1-1. They had a big win week number 1 against St. Clairsville and a loss over a very good Triway team last week. Offensively, Triway is going to rely on quarterback Jacob Bruner, who has thrown for over 350 yards this year, and receiver Ryder Ingold, who has over 200 yards receiving. But they're going to have to protect Bruner this week against a very tough Pirate defense.
And on the flip side of the coin here in our right mark roofing pregame report, we got the Garaway Pirates, the home team.
Yeah, Garaway has had about a 2-decade run here of excellent football. They're coming off of a fine 10-3 season last year, but this is going to be the first test for the Pirates this season. They've outscored their first 2 opponents by a combined 88-0. Garaway has turned their offense over to sophomore Grady Miller as their quarterback. He has a stable of skilled kids to get the ball to, and defensively the Pirates look to be as stingy as ever, so we look for a real good battle tonight between these two teams.
And as you look across the way there in the field, you see the American flag along with the military flags. It's Military Appreciation Night tonight here at Garaway High School, and we appreciate the men and women of the United States military as well on Big Time Sports. That'll take us to our keys to the game as we come up here to our Buckeye Career Center keys to the game.
So for Norwayne, we have Protect Bruner. Bruner went down 7 times last week against Triway. So for Norwayne to have a chance, they are going to have to protect the quarterback, Jacob Bruner. For Garaway, it's really their first test of the season. So can they put it together for 48 minutes? Will they have the stamina to do it? We're going to find out here tonight.
And that's going to take us, that's our Buckeye Career Center pregame report. We are now going to go to our starting lineups. I'd like to thank our starting lineup sponsor, Tuscarawas Insurance Agency.
Yeah, starting with the Norwayne offense up front. Ruggles, Winkler, Sabine, Holcomb, and Wiles. I know they've had a couple of injuries up front. We'll see if they get any of those guys returning this week. At receiver, Carter Miller, Bryant Frary, Matthew Troop, and a guy I talked about earlier, Ryder Ingold, who had 4 receiving touchdowns week 1 against St. Clairsville. Carson Arnold is the running back. Jacob Bruner is the quarterback.
9 seniors in that starting lineup for the Bobcats on offense, and that's going to take us to the Pirate defense.
Yeah, Dylan King, Cole Westfall, and Colson Keller up front in the 3-4 defense for Garaway. The linebackers, Gordon, Doan, Miller, and Jimenez. And the cornerbacks are Micah Yoder and Christian Raber, with Wyatt Riefenschneider and Braylon Books in the back.
That's going to take it to the Pirate offense, and we talked about this off the air, that the size of the offensive line of the Pirates.
An awfully big offensive line, probably average about 270 or so. Very experienced, too, with 3 seniors and 2 juniors. Owens, Keller, Speed, Miller, and Garmany up front. You got Yoder, Coomerly, Garber, and Trey Miller are the receivers. Matthew Fry takes over the running back spot, and Grady Miller, the sophomore, will be the quarterback.
It's going to take us to the Bobcats defense. You know, you talk about them. Bobcats, they got 2 guys topping the scale at over 280 on defense.
They do, and then they can move pretty well up front. Wiles, Ruggles, Holcomb are up front. The linebackers, Hackworth, Kale, Troop, and Arnold. And the cornerbacks are Miller and Frary. And the safeties are Indorf and Bruner.
Once again, I want to thank our good friends at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency for being our starting lineup sponsor. We want to thank you for tuning in the Right Mark Roofing. That's the Right Mark Roofing pregame report. When we come back, we will have the opening kickoff from the Hill and Sugar Creek between the Bobcats of Norwayne and the Pirates of Garaway after you watch this.
Searching for the quality of a nationally recognized Medicare Advantage plan, but seeking the personalized care and service of a local, familiar face? Primetime Health Plan is a top-performing plan with competitive benefits available right here in your community. Whether you call or meet us in person, our local team will be there to help you find quality coverage and care close to home. Call us today or visit us online at www.pthp.com to learn about our 2024 plans.
Altman is here for you, in your community, because you matter. We're proud to be the area's first and only independent health system. We are one team, joined together and committed to one mission, to lead our community to improved health. And we've always been here, dedicated to providing you with the very best in care, wellness, education, insurance, and more. For your community and for your family, Altman is always here for you.
Ready for adventure? The 2025 Chevrolet Equinox is here. With its sleek design, advanced safety features, and spacious interior, the Equinox is built for your next journey. It combines performance with efficiency. Find yours at Ferris Chevrolet Toyota. Locally trusted, family-owned, and dedicated to your driving needs, Ferris Chevrolet Toyota makes finding your dream car easy.
Ready when you are.
Ready for adventure? The 2025 Chevrolet Equinox is here. With its sleek design, advanced safety features, and spacious interior, the Equinox is built for your next journey. It combines performance with efficiency. Find yours at Ferris Chevrolet Toyota.
Sugar Creek, as it's the Garaway Pirates coming in with a 1-0 mark, taking on the 1-1 Norwayne Bobcats here in a non-league matchup. Troy Richardson, Greg Williams bringing you all the action here from Sugar Creek, Ohio. The Pirates will receive as the Norwayne Bobcats are going to kick it off here as we're going to get ready for week 3 of the high school football season here in Ohio. And we are underway. They're going to a little squib kick there, trying to catch the Pirates off guard. And Garaway ball still loose. And a little blunder there by the Garaway special teams, and they're going to be in negative field position, Greg.
Yeah, Norwayne used the squib kick pretty exclusively last week as well. That ball just took a couple of funny hops out there. Garaway was lucky to get on it at the 20-yard line.
Our kickoff sponsor, we want to thank our good friends at Mount Hope Fence for sponsoring the opening kickoff. And right there, the gate might have been open and the fence is that rolled all the way down to the 20-yard line. Pirates will take over. They're led by sophomore quarterback Grady Miller. Pirates will go pretty much 3, 4, 5 wide. Use a little bit of motion with an H-back. Miller going to be out of the modified pistol, back behind him. Going to hand it off this time. Nice hole up the middle. Going to have more yards. He's across the 35. He could. He's across the 50. Nice little shake move there. And he's going to finally be brought down at the 40-yard line. Nice run there by Matthew Fry, but we got a penalty, and that's going to come back as the Pirates have a block in the back. But a nice run there by the Pirates. Going to be all for naught due to the penalty.
We talked in the pregame about that very large and experienced Garaway offensive line. And they blew open a big hole for Fry. Fry made a nice cutback here on the Denison Yard replay. This is just an inside zone play going to the left. See the offensive linemen getting on their blocks, getting up to the next level.
That might have been the block in the back right there, but look at the shake move.
I think it probably a nice move there by Fry. Good start for the Pirates. They still get a gain of 7 after the penalty.
So it's going to be first and 3 here. So maybe a chance to open up the playbook a little bit. Trips here to the right side, bottom of your screen. Out of the gun, Miller. He's going to throw the quick screen. That pass is caught. Little shake move again, making people miss. And that's going to be enough for a Pirate first down. He's taken out of bounds at the 36-yard line. Micah Yoder with a nice catch. 5'11", 165-pound senior.
Here comes the replay. We're just going to see the slip screen. Out here to Yoder, number 23, makes a nice little move, gets a couple blocks from his fellow receivers, and up the sideline he goes for a 1st and 10.
5 wide empty here for the Pirates. Miller out of the gun. He's going to look. He thought about taking a deep shot. Going to show his legs here. Miller's shown his athleticism. He's going to scamper for another Pirate first down. Nice coverage downfield by the Bobcats. No one accounted for the quarterback, however.
Pushed out of bounds by number 37, Hayden Klepper.
Quarterback Miller dropping back to pass, gets a little immediate pressure there by the Bobcats, shakes free. Nice job scrambling by the young sophomore. Down to Garaway sideline for another first down.
Klepper getting the tackle out of bounds. He assists the push out. Miller out of the gun. He's going to hand it off again. Nice hole up the middle again. And they're going to pick up another penalty here. And, you know, this kind of happens in your first real game of the season. And this is the first real challenge for the Pirates this year.
Right. It's probably been since the second scrimmage since they've had this fast of speed of action out there. So we saw a block in the back earlier. Now we see a hold. Another nice hole there for Fry. Both guards pulling right, leading up through the hole for Fry. But it's going to come back, and Garaway's going to be looking at about 2nd and 22, I think.
Pirates looking at 1st and 22. You should take a look around the Denison Yard replay.
See both guards pulling, leading for Fry. Can't tell who the holding was on, but
from the 39-yard line.
Another nice run for Fry, but
going to hand it off again. Nice hole again, and he's going to gash the defense, and he's going to pick up that penalty and even more as he's going to get across the 45-yard line down to the Pirate 44.
Brought down by number 14.
Good run there again, but the offensive line, look at the shove they're getting up front, Greg.
They go to the boundary side, the short side of the field. The ball is on this near hash. They go outside zone that time, get some nice blocks on the edge, and Fry picks up about 15, 16 yards.
2nd and 5 for the Pirates. Miller in the gun. Miller looking, going to scramble. He's rolling. He's got a man deep. He's going to throw it deep. That pass is caught. And that's going to be taken down to the 5-yard line. Great job. And we got another penalty here. Let's see what this one is. I think this one was definitely after the play. Give it some type of personal foul here, a little extracurriculars.
Down by number 10, Ryder Eagle. But there is a flag on the play.
Sideline warning going to be on the Bobcats. Take a look here at the Domino's big play replay.
Fry drops back to pass, rolls out to his left. He had a curl route and an out route. Chooses the deep man. That's number 4.
Pirates can't quite get the number on that, but Miller's showing a good job of vision downfield. Sometimes you see a lot of young quarterbacks rolling to their left, rolling across their body. You know, he's keeping the eyes downfield, and he finds the man deep. Pirates gone in their little Maryland stack eye, their diesel package. Going to give it the 3rd man through, and he's going to walk into the end zone. Big hole there for the Pirates. That's number 2, Matthew Fry. Strike at the band. The Pirates get 6.
Awfully nice drive for Garaway to start off the ball game tonight. Even with the penalties, they were able to overcome. We'll check out the touchdown here. Fry from the diesel package, his 3rd back through, walks into the end zone. Nice job up front by the big boys blowing that hole open.
And that's the Domino's big play replay. I want to thank our good friends at Domino's for sponsoring the replay. Snap is back, hold is down, kick is up, and the kick is just skips across the line there, and that's going to be good. So the Pirates taking a 7-0 lead here on our Big Time Sports Game of the Week on our Wayne Garage Door scoreboard. I want to thank our good friend Bob Habiger over at Wayne Garage Door. Just opened up a brand new facility about 5 miles down the road here outside of Sugar Creek. Folks, it is amazing. That just opened up a little over a month ago at Wayne Garage Door. Once again, I want to thank Wayne Garage Door as our sponsors. Also want to thank the Ohio Swiss Festival. That's going to be coming up Thursday, September 25th, 26th, and Saturday the 27th. They've got stone throwing, the Swiss cheese chase, the two big parades here. Folk Stetson toss and that stone throwing. That's going to take place all 3 days, but you get a chance to stop out at the Swiss Festival. Great time for everyone in the family. Also want to thank Direct Action Company, proud Big Time Sports Game Day sponsor. DAC continues to support the athletic programs at Garaway High School. Right over the ridge there, Belden Brick. The management and employees at Belden Brick are big fans of Pirate athletics and proud supporters of this Big Time Sports game. Belden Brick says, go Pirates. Pirates are going to tee it off here.
Troy, you're still pretty good shape. You going to go out there and throw those stones here in a couple of weeks?
You know what? I've done that several times. Those days are long gone. Way, way gone. But we've had Olympians here. Going to try to contact a couple that I know and see if they'll be willing to come in and throw.
Very nice.
It's going to be a short kick. Going to be fielded down at the 20. Across the 30. Going to be brought down at the 36-yard line. So good starting field position here for the Norwayne Bobcats on their first series of the game. Bruner, the 6'2", 170-pound quarterback, leads this Norwayne Bobcats offense. And he's pretty good back there as a single caller.
He sure is, and we'll see if they're going to come out and try and sling the ball over the place. The running back, Arnold, had one real nice run last week against Triway, so we'll see what they do.
This 30 front here for the Pirates, walking up an outside backer. Going to be a false start, back them up 5. So the penalties, still early in the season here, week 3.
Pre-snap penalties make coaches pull their hair out sometimes.
Well, sometimes when you're that tackle and you want to kick it back when you got a guy outside of you so you can get that step on him. Sometimes you're anticipating the snap count. It'll be 1st and 15 here. This is a Norwayne team. They like to throw the football. They got twins to both sides. Single back out of the gun. This time they're going to hand it off. No, they're going to keep it. Nice run there by Bruner. He's going to cut this one to the outside. He's knocked out of bounds. Great job there on the zone read as he faked out everybody, including yours truly.
Great job by Bruner there.
Yeah, I see he was out of bounds at the 40-yard line.
What Norwayne did there is they pull, if you take a look at the Denison Yard replay, the right guard and tackle are going to pull left. So they're keying the counter play to the left, but Bruner kept it, and up the sideline he went for a big gainer.
Well, you saw the backside tackle and then try to get in the hip pocket of those guards, and when they do it, it's a nice, easy read for the quarterback. Bruner again, this time he's going to throw it. Nice sideline completion. Again, we're going to have a penalty. Looks like it's going to be a hold, but a nice catch there by number 10, Ingold, for the Bobcats, but that's going to be for naught. Block in the back.
Tackled by number 23, Micah Yoder, and 17, Wyatt Reifenschneider.
So that's going to back it up. Going to make it 1st and about 17.
Look like they're going to get the receiver, Cade Lynch, out here trying to throw a block for Ingold.
But you know what? You got to love the fact your receivers are trying to block for each other.
Love it when I see receivers out here blocking for each other.
Shows the effort you're going to get.
Ball is set right at midfield on the 50.
And you know when you're playing a program like Norwayne, they are going to come out and try to punch you in the job, and they are going to be physical. Coming off a tough loss to Triway, who some people think is the best team in Wayne County, Triway Titans.
They look good on film, that's for sure.
Spread offense again. Pirates going to bring some heat. Nice job of picking up the blitz, but a good open field tackle there by the Pirates defense. Getting in there is number 4, Caden Dane there for the Pirates.
Number 4, Caden
Doan there for the Pirates. The 5'11", 185-pound senior. Get a good look at him right there.
Nice job by Bruner, just taking what the defense was giving him, but even better job by Doan and that Garaway defense, holding that to a short gain.
Big offensive line here for the Bobcats.
Couple of big offensive lines tonight.
You look at that right side, they're going 295, 285. Pirates with 3 down linemen, spread look. See if it's going to be a middle screen. He's got room to run, and he's going to be brought down short at the 39-yard line. Going to bring up 3rd and 9, possession play here for the Bobcats. You might even think, hey, are you in 4-down territory?
I think probably they are, especially if they can pick up maybe 4 or 5 yards here. For sure they would be in 4th down territory. So nice safe screen pass, get it off to your running back Arnold. he's able to pick up some yards, and now Norwayne has a manageable 3rd and 9.
Good middle screen there. Nice way to take pressure off. Take pressure away from the rush. Single back again. Bruner in the gun. He's looking. He's going to look to go deep, but he's going to be flushed out. Finds a man open, and that's going to be another first down for the Bobcats. And Coach Wallach is not happy at all right now. As one of the Pirates' defensive players is getting a little bit of an earful. So Norwayne looking good, moving the football here, first down.
Dennison yard replay, you'll see Bruner buy a lot of time here. A lot of poise by both quarterbacks so far tonight. His man Ingold keeps running his route, keeps working his way free, gets another reception for a 1st and 10.
First down here. That pass is going to be complete. Another screen and another big catch and run for the Bobcats. Great job there. Ingold again. He is their Johnny on the spot catching the football. King in on the tackle.
Bruner early, 4 for 4 now for 31 yards.
Do you think, Norwayne getting to play a game last week against a good Triway team helped prepare them a little bit more for this?
I think so. And Garaway, only played a little over a quarter last week, so I think Norwayne being battle tested certainly gives them the advantage early on here tonight.
Yeah, playing the Bishop Sycamore out of West Virginia last week. That's going to be another first down. Good job behind that big offensive line, picking up 5 yards. So another good job here. They're just methodically marching the ball down the field.
Both offenses have run the ball. They've thrown the ball. They've thrown the ball short, run a lot of screens. They've thrown the ball downfield. I'm impressed by both offenses early on.
1st and 10, Norway.
High snap. He gets it down. Plenty of time to throw. He's going to be flushed out of the pocket. No one there. Wide open again. Strike up the band. The Bobcats get 6. Nice catch there by number 9. Leach for the reception and the touchdown for the Bobcats. So the Pirate defense breaking down here early in the first quarter.
Bruner again buying time. He had some time early. The pressure got to him late. Here comes the replay. We'll see. He has some time early. Scrambles out to his left. The outside linebacker for Garaway came up. Left Leach wide open for the touchdown.
Kick is up, and the kick is good. We're all knotted up at 7 apiece here on the Big Time Sports TV Game of the Weekend on our Wayne Garage Door scoreboard. Thank you for tuning in. Troy Richardson, Greg Williams, bringing you all the action here from the Hill and Sugar Creek. We're going to take a break as well. We'll be back with more action here on Big Time Sports.
The American Legion is selling Rafa.
The other guy's insurance, you got Kyle.
Hey Kyle, it's Brenda. I was just reading through your proposal and I have a few questions.
When we drafted up your proposal, we really aimed right down the middle.
Sometimes wonder if your insurance agent true priority is more time on the golf course.
At Hummel, we do insurance differently. Our expert advisors help you not only mitigate risk, but operate more efficiently, decrease employee turnover.
Big Time Sports Game of the Weekend, also our live stream. Thank you for tuning into our live stream. If you are, click subscribe here at our YouTube page. As we bring you all the Big Time Sports action, all of our games are uploaded to our YouTube page. Follow us on Twitter at BTS Ohio. Facebook as well. Be one of our over 70,000 social media subscribers on Big Time Sports. Norwayne going to kick it off, see if they squib it again. They do. That takes another bounce. Pirates again struggling fielding the kick. And they're going to get good field position, though, at about the 37-yard line. Got a little bit of a teamwork there, and it looked like a tip drill there, Greg.
Yeah, Reifenschneider able to corral this one up off of the second or third hop this time, as opposed to the first kickoff, where it kind of bounced around 7 or 8 times. So Garaway's going to start in much better field position this time than they did after the first kickoff.
So Pirates coming out here, their second possession of the game. First one ended up in a touchdown for the Pirates. They went about 80 yards. Grady Miller, the quarterback. He's got a back behind him. H-back for the Pirates. Trying to hand it off. Stretch play. Less in the corner. Good strong run there. Going to pick up 3 yards on first down. Going to bring up 2nd and 7. Good job there by the running back, Matthew Fry. Nice job by Norwayne stretching the play out.
Yeah, the defensive end, I couldn't catch the number there, stretched that out pretty well. Inside linebacker Matthew Troop got downhill, make the tackle for about a 3-yard gain on that outside zone or stretch play from Garaway.
Big number 71. That's Caleb Stoller for Norwayne, 6'2", 290 pounds. This time going to hand up straight up the gut, got a seam, spins his way through, helicopters forward for a Pirate first down. He gets through that initial line. It could have been a big run for the Pirates. Matthew Fry with another first down run. Sabina there with a tackle.
Yeah, you see left guard Colson Keller, 68, is going to pull and lead up through the hole for Fry. I'd like to run behind that guy too. That left guard's a good player.
Empty backfield here for the Pirates. Miller. Looks like Norwayne thinking of drawing up some pressure, and they do. Pirates do a nice job picking it up. Pirates are going to go deep, strike up the band. Oh no, he's tripped up at the 5-yard line. Great touchdown saving tackle, but a nice pass to Micah Yoder. Greg Miller showing the arm once again, the young sophomore gunslinger.
Garaway's had some fine quarterbacks here recently. The Domino's Pizza replay. It's just a go route by Micah Yoder. He beats his man, and Yoder, I am awfully impressed with this young kid. Right on the money to Yoder. Garaway's now inside the 5.
Looked like that was Carson Arnold there, number 14. I'm sorry, Carter Miller with the touchdown saving tackle. Pirates gone to their diesel package. They're short a man. Play clock down to 3, and that is something that's going to make Coach Wallach not happy, having to burn a timeout for not getting personnel out there. We're going to stay right here during this timeout. Folks, you should be staying in Sugar Creek for the Swiss Festival Thursday, September 25th, Friday the 26th, and Saturday, September 27th. Also, rumor has it the Pirates are looking to do some work here with their bleachers and press box this summer. Someone they should be looking at is Beaver Construction, Beaver Excavating, building high-performing facilities for elite athletes, true project partners, embracing a transparent approach, delivering projects, following models, design, build, construction. That's Beaver Construction, Beaver Excavators. Folks, if you've been to Claymont Stadium, they built Claymont Stadium. Indian Valley's facilities down there built by Beaver. Folks, they do a great job, are the Beaver companies as well. Pirates in their diesel package, see if they go with the third back through again, Micah Yoder, number 23. Miller under center, going to hand it off. Trying to go through the middle, not going to get there, going to be short of the end zone. Matthew Fry, again, number 2 there. I'll tell you, you got a running back, 6', 200. It's a pretty good size back there.
I'm looking for Garaway to just run the same exact play. That's the same play they ran on the first touchdown. I would run behind that the left side of that offensive line, Bronson Owens and Colson Keller, and he'll probably take it in for the touchdown if they do.
Well, we saw the Ohio State Buckeyes make a big stand last week, and it's not going to happen this time as they give it to the first man through on that. Number 68, Colson Keller. You got to love when a lineman gets a touch.
Yeah, got to be the Domino's big play replay. The big boy used to getting up front and blocking the whole game and getting no recognition, and it's like William the Refrigerator Perry from back in the 80s, the Chicago Bears. They just dive the fullback up the middle on a wedge, and Keller gets his touchdown.
And a good job of the movement up there, and he'd be the first to tell you great movement up front by the offensive line of the Pirates. Snap is back, hold is down, the kick is up, and the kick once again just squeaks over for the Pirates. So with 4:32 to play here in the first quarter, Pirates 14, Norwayne 7 on your Wayne Garage Door scoreboard. Troy Richardson, Greg Williams bringing you all the action. Greg, we're seeing 2 potent offenses.
Yeah, I mean, that's 3 touchdowns in, a little less than 8 minutes off the scoreboard. This keeps up, we're going to see over 100 points tonight. So I guess the question is, which defense is going to step up first?
And if you got the over tonight, it might have been a good one to play.
I think it was 96.
As they're pretty much on pace for that. 21 points here. We still got 4:32 to go, and really not showing any defense being able to stop either team here.
No, and like we mentioned, both quarterbacks look really good out there, really poised. They're making good decisions. The running games for both teams have looked good. So, again, we'll see what defense can come up with, maybe a turnover or a big play, and maybe turn this game to one advantage or the other.
Pirates are going to tee it off here. Norwayne, good job on their last kick return. Got the ball to the 37-yard line. Great atmosphere on the hill here in Sugar Creek. Norwayne will receive the kick here. Going to kick it. That's going to be fielded at the, going to check up here. That's always dangerous. Bounces it to the outside, still on his feet. Big special teams play. He's got a block. And he's going to take this one to the house. No flags, folks. And we're talking about points of plenty. Great special teams play there.
It's Chaz Maxwell.
Chaz Maxwell takes one to the house.
Chaz had a big return last week against Triway. It wasn't for a touchdown, but I was going to mention it on the last kickoff that he's a dangerous returner, and we just saw it right here.
Well, you see the danger here on the Domino's big play replay. Take it through us, Greg.
Yeah, the kickoff is going to take one hop, a nice little hop to Maxwell, straight up to his chest, and he's just going to take it to make one little move right there, and up the chute he goes, and he's got the kicker to beat and turns on the speed, and it looks like we're about ready to be tied up at 14.
And they come on to try the PAT. Snap is back, hold is down, the kick is up, and the kick is good. So just like that, we're knotted up at 14. And Norwayne answering right back every time.
Very entertaining ball game so far.
This is a Norway team. They can put up some points. They were right with Triway last week until probably end of the third quarter.
Yeah, Triway kind of made a few big plays and kind of pulled ahead. Norwayne had a nice big run by Arnold. The quarterback Bruner had some nice plays, some nice pass plays. Ingold, the receiver. I know the week before, week 1 against St. Clairsville, they hooked up for 4 touchdowns that night. So they can definitely put some points on the board.
All right, now Pirates are going to receive. And it's pretty much been squib kick here. And, I like this for Norwayne. Might steal a possession here. Ball takes a bounce.
Ball has taken some funny hops on these kickoffs.
And on turf, and teams practice this more and more. There's the philosophy of onside kick it every time. Take your chances. I saw a freshman coach do that for about 3 or 4 years straight, onside every time. And they're at about a 35% return on the onside kicks. Scopes it again. Going to check up, bounces. Trying to get to the outside. Great defensive play there by Bobcats, special teams player. I think that's number 6 there for Norwayne. Number 8, I'm sorry. That was Drew Wenninger, number 8. Great special teams play by Norwayne. Well, let's see if the Pirates can answer right back again. Punters stay home.
Across the way.
Miller again, the young 6-foot sophomore gunslinger. Going to hand it off. Nice seam once again right up the gut. There's Fry, going to be tripped up, but not before he picks up another Pirate first down.
Tell you what, this Matthew Fry is a really nice running back. You see the right guard this time pulling left, but he's going to cut up inside of that. Nice vision. Sees that cutback lane, takes it back up the middle for a big gainer for Garaway and another 1st and 10.
And he is one broken tackle away from taking one to the house. Going to give it to Fry again. He's going to squirm through again. Going to pick up another first down and shows a big, strong run there. Trucking would-be tacklers as he picks up 17 yards.
Brought down by number 14, Carter Miller.
Right there, he's number 2, Matthew Fry, having a little bit of trouble trying to hand the ball back to the official.
He's got some speed. He's got some power. He weighs 200 pounds. I'm impressed with this running back from Garaway.
Tell you, the Inter-Valley Conference got a few good running backs this year. Going to go empty backfield here for Miller. 5 wide look. He's taking shots down the field out of this. Oh, Norwayne looks like they're bringing the house if they don't jump off sides, and they do. So a good job there by the Pirates, changing up the snap count, getting Norwayne to jump.
Norwayne
change the defense as well.
Yep, exchanging all their defensive linemen. They were going to bring the house on that play. Playing straight cover 0, straight man-to-man in the secondary.
Good job by Miller changing the snap count. Looks like Norwayne's thinking of a little pressure. Run a check play. Coming up on 8 seconds on the play clock. Miller looking. Gonna run the screen. Cuts it back. Got a little alley to run. Strike up the band. The Pirates get 6. Micah Yoder again with the reception. And Grady Miller another touchdown. Just a little bubble screen, Greg.
Another smooth play by the quarterback. He had some pressure coming off the backside. He gets rid of the ball on the screen, and I want to point out the offensive linemen for Garaway and the receivers looked like 72, the center, speed, getting down the field and throwing an excellent block for Yoder on the outside. Another touchdown.
And we still got 2:54 to go here. See if the Pirates, they've had struggled a little bit tonight on PATs. Kick is up, and the kick is good. So the Pirates answer right back, wasting no time, marching right down the field, Greg. They're kind of putting up some video game statistics right here.
I guess. I mean, when you throw in the kickoff return for Norwayne, we've seen a lot of big plays, and special teams big plays, running plays big plays, big pass plays, big screen passes. Lots of great plays made by guys all over the field. This is a very entertaining game, and said it after the last time Garaway scored. Which defense is going to step up and make a play?
Well, see if the Pirates can here, but first they got to get the stop on the special teams.
On the special teams. We'll see if they kick it elsewhere, or maybe they try to kick it on the ground this time.
So far, it's been a back and forth game. Entertaining if you're a fan. This is what you got to love. High school football in America, it doesn't get any better than this, does it, Greg?
$8 worth, right, Troy? $8 worth gets you all this entertainment.
Nothing better than this. It just is a great time here on Big Time Sports. And just the energy, and it's across our entire country on Friday night tonight. Every state's playing football tonight. Small towns, big schools, small schools, and everything in between. It's just part of the American culture.
Definitely a special time. Troy and I both played high school football, and there's nothing like it.
No, there isn't. It's one of the many things that separate us from the Europeans. And that's going to be kicked, little line drive kick. Going to be fielded, though, by the Bobcats. They are dangerous. Not this time, though, as the Pirates get to stop at the 36-yard line. That was number 12, Maxwell, for the return for the Bobcats. So Bruner, we're going to get to see him again at quarterback. 6'2", 170-pound senior. He's got Carson Arnold in the backfield. They'll go a lot of 4 wide, however. And they're going to go that 4 wide look here, double twins. Pirates only gone with a three down lineman, 3 men with their handles on the ground. Pirates going to bring some heat off the edge. And Bruner going to keep it. And a good read, still going to manage to pick up 4 yards.
Jacob Bruner on the QB keep.
And you know, Greg, that picking up that 4 yards keeps you right on schedule.
Sure does. As an offensive coordinator, it's a lot easier to make a play call at 2nd and 5 than it is at 2nd and 10. And the quarterback Bruner, we saw this play before. He rode the running back Arnold. He liked what he saw on the outside. He kept it. And the first time he got about 30 yards. This time he picks up 5.
And that's one of the things, when you've got a senior quarterback in there, they're a little bit more patient, holding that mesh just a little bit longer to make a little deeper read. Trips now to the bottom of your screen. Bruner flanked to the back to his left. Now throw that screen again. They've had success. That one's going to be incomplete. Is that our first incompletion tonight?
It is. Grady Miller is 4 for 4. Jacob Bruner is now 5 for 6. So, and that one probably should have been caught.
So a possession play here tonight for Waynedale. We haven't had a chance to say that too often, a possession play.
Is this the first third down?
Could be the first third down in the game. And I think they had a 3rd and 1 for Norwayne. Coming up on 15 seconds on the play clock. Norwayne gonna have to hustle it up here as they're under 8 seconds.
Look for Bruner to scramble, maybe try to get the ball to Ingold here up atop.
Pirates fake the pressure. Bruner looking. Gonna throw it again. Another completion and another Bobcat first down as they're gonna get just across the sticks. Nice job coming up the reception there. Number 87 that's Arnold for the Bobcats. Braylon Arnold, the 6'3", big target out there, 200-pound junior.
Another nice job by Bruner, buying some time, finding his man, Arnold, for the first down.
Neither team really getting any pressure on the opposing quarterback. Pirates electing a lot of times to cover with 8, bringing 3. This time they're going to bring the rush off the edge, and that time they get to Bruner, and that pass is going to be incomplete. So the first time tonight, Bruner's really had to feel some pressure.
Yeah, that was number 4, Caden Doan, coming off the edge and getting right into Bruner's face. Bruner did a nice job getting the ball away and throwing it incomplete. Keep it 2nd and 10 as opposed to 2nd and 17 or 18.
Second down play here for the Bobcats, but they've managed to get their offense in chunks tonight.
Bruner now 6 for 8, 54 yards and a touchdown on the night.
90 ticks on the clock on our Wayne Garage Door scoreboard. Trips to the field. Pirates show the blitz. They're going to back it off. There's that little screen again. They have had great success with that. Great open field tackle there by the Pirates, number 3, coming up and making that tackle. That is Braylon Books. So Books, the 5'9", 150-pound junior, making a big tackle in space.
Another easy pitch and catch for Bruner and his receiver. Number 14, Carter Miller, got an excellent block. Allowed his receiver to pick up 5 or 6 yards.
Sometimes you got to think they're going to run a bubble go. Trips again to the field. Pirates showing a little bit of pressure. They're going to back it off, though. And they're going to run, and that's going to be a hold. But he's going to pick up, maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage. So this is going to be a decision for Coach Wallach, taking the penalty or making it 4th down.
It almost looked like number 4, the linebacker, Doan, was spying the quarterback, Bruner, that time. He didn't really drop back in pass coverage. He just kind of stayed put and was spying and was able to corral Bruner up before he got going.
Well, they signal that Coach Wallach is going to decline the penalty, but it looks like he's still talking with the officials. If he accepts it, it's going to make it 3rd and probably 27.
Interesting decision here.
Because the foul's behind the line of scrimmage by about 3 yards. If not, it'll make it 4th down. They're going to decline it. So I think Norwayne's going to keep the offense on the field.
We're holding on Norwayne.
They might try to get a cheap 5, or maybe they have a quick punt, or maybe they'll just go ahead and run a play and try and pick up the first down.
You might want to try to freeze them here. Take a timeout if you need to. Pirates still 3 down linemen. Trips to the field, showing some pressure. All the time again, he's going to throw, incomplete. We're going to get a penalty on the Pirates. Another penalty here. Coach Wallach is not happy about that call.
Intended for number 10, Ryder Ingold, falls incomplete, but there's a flag on the play.
Look like they're going to get 10 Jimenez for the early contact on the secondary.
So once again, Norwayne manages another first down. Coach Wallach not happy with the call. He thought there might have been a pick play there. So Norwayne picks up a penalty by first down. Garaway defense just all out of sorts tonight.
Good for a first down.
Golden opportunity there. I guess I was a little surprised to see Norwayne go ahead and snap the ball. I thought maybe they would try and draw Garaway offsides, but roll the dice. And
sure, if we got to look at that collision. You got to look at that, but that's going to bring up 1st and 10 here, ball on the 32-yard line. So Norwayne just keeping the drives alive. Here we're going to bring some pressure. And this time they're going to stack him up at the line of scrimmage. So good team defense there by the Pirates, taking down number 16, Carson Arnold, for a 1-yard loss in the Mount Hope defensive play.
And Arnold's going to take this one up the middle. The right tackle was pulling to try and lead up for him, but the defensive back right there, number 3, Books, goes down low and makes a nice tackle there on the running back, Arnold.
We've played 1 quarter of football. It's the Garaway Pirates 21, Norwayne Bobcats 14 on your Wayne Garage Door scoreboard. We'll be back with second quarter action right after this timeout.
Introducing Mount Hope Fence. Elevate your outdoors with our premier fences, beautiful pergolas, and captivating decks. We're your local experts on outdoor transformations, security, style, and serenity. We have it all. Let us bring your outdoor dreams to life. Mount Hope Fence, your space, your sanctuary. 7102 County Highway 77 in Millersburg and 644 Killian Road in Akron. Mount Hope Fence. We have the inside on the outdoors.
Welcome back here to Garaway on the hill in Sugar Creek. Empty backfield here. A little different look we've seen out of Norwayne. High snap, and he's going to run with it, and he's going to get it off. So they're not going to throw. Oh, they are going to throw the flag for intentional grounding. So that could be the big mistake that kind of turns the tide here, Greg.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Had a snap over the quarterback's head. Norwayne was in a stack trips out here, a bunch trips look. Wasn't sure exactly what they were going to run. The quarterback had to run back and retrieve the snap, and trying to make a play, trying to throw an incomplete pass is going to get called for intentional grounding. So now we're at third down and a long way.
Garaway honoring their state runner-up softball team here tonight as well. On the field, they're doing that right now. Congratulations to those ladies on the softball team. I want to thank them. We were there. Big Time Sports, as always, was there following the Pirates all season long. Bruner looking back, going to throw that screen again, and it gets blown up. Blown up for about a 3-yard loss there by the Pirate defense, and they sniffed that one out, Greg.
They did. That was just going to be another slip screen out on the outside. Colson Keller, 68, who had the touchdown earlier. Watch him get down the line of scrimmage. We see the tail end of that play. Colson Keller cleaning up that screen pass.
He read that one like a book of the big Mount Hope defensive play.
And there's your first stop of the night.
We're going to see our first punt here. Garaway, once again, cannot get the right personnel on the field and have to call a timeout. And we're going to keep it right here.
That will be their second and a half.
I want to thank all of our sponsors tonight, Krugliak, Wilkins, Griffiths, and Doherty, are experts in family law and estate planning, located at 405 Chauncey Avenue in New Philly. Contact Matt Mullen, a.k.a. Mr. Pirate, for all your legal needs. That's Krugliak, Wilkins, Griffin, and Doherty. You can also contact Terry Moore there as well. Zach Motice of the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency, located at 160 North Broadway, New Philly, 330-602-2700. Home Auto Life and Health. Zach Motice is the man with the plan. Another look there at the Garaway Pirates State Championship softball team.
Well, last week we had a game at Dover. Dave Sheets and I did, and they honored the state champion Dover Tornadoes. But congratulations to the Garaway Pirates softball team on that runner-up.
Great softball being played here in Tuscarawas County.
Absolutely.
More than, 15 years ago, you would have just talked about Strasburg.
That was about it.
Now it's Dover, it's Garaway, multiple teams. Indian Valley had a nice run a couple years ago behind Malone standout Mia Rose.
Yep. Connaughton Valley's had some good teams.
How about Connaughton Valley? Yeah.
Recent.
And they're going to be just as good. How about the facilities at Connaughton Valley?
Unbelievable.
I mean, I can remember going there for football, changing an industrial arts room.
Yes, not unbelievable back then, Troy. But
And,
today, fantastic facilities
incredible.
out there in Canton Valley.
Take a look here at our fan cam brought to you by our good friends at the Dover Dental Group. Great, as always, a great student section. I think every student in the high school here tonight for the Pirates on the Dover Dental Group fan cam, if they're not on the football team. Garaway about 70 dressed tonight for the Garaway football team. Just great numbers for Coach Wallach and the Pirates. Little screen there again. Cuts it back. Still on his feet. Going to be brought out of bounds. Another Pirate first down to 23. Micah Yoder again. And another Pirates first down.
Another nice pass by the young sophomore out here to his receiver, Micah Yoder. Nice, easy pitch and catch, and Yoder making some moves and picking up another first down. And they're just taking what Norwayne's given them. They've burned them deep a couple of times, so Norwayne's DBs are back on their heels a little bit, so they're going to just stick with the short stuff here for a little while.
Chaz Maxwell doing a good job making the tackle for the Bobcats. Going to hand it off again to Fry. He's going to be ball on the ground. And they're going to say it's going to go to Norwayne, so Garaway just cannot handle success here as they're going to cough it up and give it back to the Bobcats.
Ball recovered by Chaz Maxwell.
Chaz Maxwell coming up with it, so Pirates force a punt, but they're going to give it right back to Norwayne.
We'll have first and 10 Norwayne.
Been giving a lot of praise to the back Fry. He's been doing a great job, and he sees another nice cutback lane. He starts to the right and cuts it back to the left. And
who was that? Reaching paw.
Yeah, somebody reaches around there and knocks that ball. It's 87. It's Arnold, I think.
Arnold coming up for
reached
Norwayne.
Around, knocked that ball down, made a big play for the Norwayne defense.
Norwayne again. Going to move the back up. Probably going to be his own read. It is. And this time, Pirate defense starting to come a little bit now as they're going to get the sack for the 3-yard loss.
We saw this play earlier. You see the right guard and right tackle for Norwayne pulling left on the counter. The quarterback, Bruner, pulled it the first time for a big gainer. This time the Pirate defense was ready for it. He probably should have handed it off to his running back, Arnold, but he chose to keep it. And nice big play by the Garaway defense.
Wyatt Gordon getting in there on the sack. See if Norwayne tries to go back to that screen they've had some success with. Trips to the field. Pirates going to bring in some pressure. Nice job of picking the blitz up, but he's going to be flush. He's got to throw. Man open again. Great job of being Houdini there. Kicks a cutback. Strike up the band. No. Touchdown saving tackle. Garaway had him, and he just pulled a Houdini as he escaped Bruner.
Bruner's doing an excellent job of buying some time and scrambling around. His man Ingold at the top of the screen is initially just running a go route. You see him at the top of the screen cut across the middle of the field. Bruner keeps the play alive. Ingold keeps running his route, makes a nice catch, a little shake and bake here. Brings it down inside the 1-yard line, I believe.
See if Norwayne goes under center. They haven't done that tonight.
A couple of big backs in.
A little different look. Could have been a false start.
They got him.
They got him for the false start.
Looks like 37 out of the backfield. Hayden Klepper moved a little bit early.
It's going to back him up to about the 8, so it's going to be first and goal from the 8-yard line.
First and goal on the 7.
You know, Garaway always hanging their hat on their defense, but just not seem to be in that rhythm and flow tonight.
They'll make a play like they did on first down, and then they kind of lost Bruner, and he made a play, and it's like one good play and maybe 2 bad ones. But I think that comes with they haven't had the play. They haven't had the play all year, so this is really their first half of football they've had to play.
Trips there to the field, into the boundary, top of your screen. And they're going to get a timeout. So Norwayne going to think about it. And just both teams, you know, it almost feels like a week 1 game, the way the timeouts and the penalties.
It does. A lot of, you know, Garaway has used 2 timeouts because they haven't had the right personnel in on a diesel package, short yardage package, and a punt return. We see right now Norwayne had to call a timeout because the play clock was running down. Had several penalties. So as many explosive plays as there have been, it has been sloppy at times.
Here's the cheer cam brought to you our friends at Simpson Salute Cheer Cam. You get a look there at the Garaway Pirate cheerleaders tonight with the student section. I want to thank our sponsors there at Simpson Salute for sponsoring the cheer cam here on Big Time Sports. Going to be first and goal again from the 8-yard line. Really, the whole playbook's open here for Norwayne.
I don't know if you caught the player when Ingold caught the ball. We thought he was going in for the touchdown, but somebody from Garaway made a great tackle right there at the end, and it could come back to be a really great play if they can keep Norwayne out of the end zone.
Trips again. Single back, Bruner scrambling, looking, going to throw. And that one's picked off, and just talked about it. How big was that touchdown saving tackle earlier? And that just shows you the effort that the Pirates give as they got the lights going off here. A little bit of Pirate lights for the big interception. Who's coming up here on the big Mount Hope defensive play, Greg?
Yeah, Bruner rolled to his right. His receiver ran a slant, and then he took it back to the outside, and it just gave enough time to, is that 23? Was that Yoder?
Could have been. Hard to tell.
It's hard to
we don't
see
want to
the
get a mad.
numbers a
We don't
little
want to
bit.
get a mom mad at us tonight for getting the wrong name. We apologize to that Pirate player, but Pirates, hey, one turnover, get it back. And you got to give the defense credit. That hustle touchdown saving tackle.
Whoever that was, I tell you what, he's going to get a lot of praise in the film room tomorrow morning.
They're going to give it to him up the gut again. He's going to pick up this time. Going to give him a little bit of breathing room. He's going to pick up about 4.
Matthew Fry on the carry.
Matthew Fry.
Brought down by number.
And you got to wonder, at some point, does conditioning play into it a little bit? Garaway, not many guys gone both ways. Norwayne's got 6 or 7 gone both ways.
Sure, absolutely. It's not super hot out, but it is a little muggy out there. And, this being Garaway's first time they're going to have to play 4 quarters could come into play. All the two-way players for Norwayne, that could come into play.
And it's nice to be able to say 6, 7 and not hear a bunch of kids yell it back at you. Out of the gun. Trying to hand it on the stretch. Tries to cut it up. Good pursuit there by Norwayne, but a nice job by Fry keeping his feet. He's going to pick up 3 more. Going to bring up 3rd and a manageable 2. Maybe 1, 3rd and 1 here for the Pirates.
I think this is the veteran savvy of the Garaway coaching staff. So Matt Fry fumbled his last touch, and who got the ball the first 2 plays in the next series? They give it right back to Fry. He's done a great job so far, and they're not going to be penalize this kid for putting the ball on the ground. They're just going to keep feeding him the football.
No, Fry's not a 5'9", 145-pound freshman or sophomore. He's a junior, 200 pounds. He's a man up front, and he's going to keep his feet and get the Pirate first down.
Matthew Fry dragging tacklers.
And that is just, and I think Fry knows what he did the last time. He says, give it to me. I'm going to get us out of the shadow of our end zone. I'll do the work. You just give me a little bit of hole, and I'm going to pick up first down.
You see him putting 2 hands on the ball and really taking care of that football and picking up a first down, and Garaway's on the move again.
Miller going to be out of the gun. This time he's going to be empty. Norwayne showing they're going to bring the blitz. They're going to back it off. Miller looking. He'll take a shot downfield if it's open. Miller scrambling. He's going to throw. That pass is caught.
He threw that ball left-handed.
That's pretty impressive.
Miller's pass.
And they're going to lose a yard on it. Going to be incomplete.
That was a heck of an incomplete pass. And Yoder drops back and 5 wide. He's looking over here to the short side. He's looking for Yoder, tucks it, and I think he puts that ball in his left hand, and he almost completes that ball for a couple of yard gain, but falls incomplete.
Miller going to be empty again. Pirates would love to make this a 2-score game, put a little pressure on the Bobcat defense to answer. Miller going to look over it. He's got to hurry up here. He's 5 on the play clock. Snap, looking, going to take the shot. He's got a man open, nice catch. And he's going to go out of bounds. Going to be close to a Pirate first down. And it is. So this is what you want. You were inside the 5, picked up a first down, you're just moving the sticks, opens everything up once you get out to the 30, 35-yard line.
Many years ago as a defensive coordinator at Canton South, we played Dover. When Dover first went 5 wide, that was a Dover play. Right into the bench, the short side. The outside receiver just takes it up to the sticks and turns around. He's wide open, and Miller puts it right in his chest.
Miller again going to hand off to Fry. A nice job there by the middle of that Bobcat defense. Garaway not getting the surge they did earlier in the game, as that's going to be a pickup of 3 for the Pirates. Hinkler getting in there on the tackle. And I'll tell you, Norwayne's doing a good job of rotating their down defensive linemen, trying to keep some fresh bodies in there.
They certainly have been doing that the whole entire night.
It's tough when you don't. I mean, you look at Garaway, almost 70 guys on the team, a lot of juniors and seniors. Norwayne, not as deep with as many of those upperclassmen, but doing a good job of rotating them in. Gonna give it on that stretch again. Fry gonna cut it back, got a nice lane to run, still on his feet. Gonna fall forward again, ball's on the ground though. We're gonna say this one's gonna stay with the Pirates. And another Pirate first down.
Down by number 34 and number 14, Carter Miller.
Miller in there and number 34 as well.
We've seen Garaway run this play before into the bench. It's the stretch play or the outside zone coming right at us.
First and 10, Garaway at the 46.
Running back, Fry is going to stretch the defense, and once he sees a hole, he's going to cut it up, which he does up inside and makes a nice run for a 1st and 10.
Pirates manager hold on the ball. Miller, he's going to be pressured. He's scrambling. Dodges one man. We got a holding call, so this is going to come back no matter what. And he's going to be blown up for, may have got back to the line of scrimmage, but another penalty on the Pirates.
Look for Norwayne to take this penalty and make it 1st and 20.
We have a flag on the play. Brought down by Chad.
That'll back it up to about the 36-yard line if they accept it, which I'm sure they will. So Miller, one of the few times he's had to feel uncomfortable tonight.
It's probably about the 3rd or 4th penalty on Garaway's offense here tonight.
Well, they're going to decline it.
Oh, they did decline it.
See how that call works out. Empty backfield again. Pirates are stretching them sideline to sideline, trying to find those one-on-one matchups. Nice job of picking up the blitz. Going to take the shot downfield. And did he hold on to it? No, incomplete. Can't hold on to the football. That's Colson Keller. Colson Cornell there. He couldn't hold on to it. Good effort. Going to bring up possession play here for the Pirates.
Yeah, Garaway going to the short side of the field again. This time the 2 receivers ran switch routes. The inside receiver ran to the outside. The inside receiver ran inside. He saw Coomerly on the outside. Nice pass. He just couldn't come up with the catch.
See if Garaway takes another shot downfield here. Pressure coming from the backside. He's got to get rid of it. He does. Nice catch. Are they going to say incomplete, though? Yeah, they do. Pirates receivers cannot hold on to the football. And another drive's going to, looks like it's going to stall out for Garaway, as Garaway looks like they're cramped up.
Norwayne's going to bring pressure. We see the Denison Yard replay off the top of the screen. Miller throws a dart there to his receiver, Yoder, who just can't come up with the catch. Looked like maybe the DB. That's 14 for Norwayne. That's Carter Miller. Might have reached in there and punched that ball loose at the last second.
Yeah, it looks like the ground might have caused the fumble on that. We're going to take a break as well. We'll be back with more action right after this timeout.
Welcome to PAC Oil Drilling, your local energy partner. Embrace the benefits of domestic oil production with us. We pride ourselves on safe and environmentally responsible practices, ensuring minimal impact on Ohio's beautiful landscape. Our dedicated team is committed to meeting energy demands while preserving nature's beauty.
Welcome back here to the Hill and Sugar Creek, as the Pirates on 4th down here, leading 21-14 over the Bobcats of Norwayne on the Wayne Garage Door scoreboard. I want to thank Bob Habiger and company at Wayne Garage Door for sponsoring scoreboard. Pirates are going to punt it away for the first time tonight. A couple incompletions for Garaway on an otherwise solid drive from their own goal line after a nice interception. Nice high punt. That's going to back him up to the 10, and that's going to be blown up right at the 10-yard line. Great gang tackling there by the Pirates, but Garaway going to pick up another penalty. And instead of the ball being at the 10, going to be out the 25.
I believe that was 22, Wyatt Gordon with the special teams play down there, but Little extracurricular activity.
There's a flag on the play.
Referee was a little late with the whistle there, and the Pirates just couldn't hold up. Can't quite hear the microphone on the referee tonight. So the Pirates, just when they seem to get things going, just can't. Still just trying to find things out here. Let's take a look here. I think he might have got shoved in the back for the play. Okay, we're looking for it. Oh, yeah, the Garaway player just gets shoved into him there.
Yeah, 34 from Norwayne came in there and shoved him in the back.
Yeah, so Norwayne picking up a cheap 15 there. And they're going to throw that screen again. Is that incomplete? Yeah. And now the Pirate fans want a late hit. They want some consistency tonight. So it's going to be 2nd and 10 for Norwayne. Had some success early with that little bubble, Greg, and now the timing's been a little thrown off.
Yep, they've had a lot of success running the screen passes, but Garaway is coming up and attacking a little bit more on those plays. Bruner now 9 of 13 for 93 yards. He has a touchdown, and he's thrown an interception.
Trips to the field again. Bruner looking, plenty of time to stand tall. Still open, looking deep. And that is going to be broken up. Great defensive play by the Pirates, number 17, Riefenschneider. We're going to get a hold on Norwayne.
That's a nice job by the Pirates secondary in coverage for a really long time.
And they stuck with their receivers on that.
They did. Riefenschneider came up with a real nice play to knock that ball away. Bruner starts scrambling around, and one of the offensive linemen, as what happens frequently, the quarterback scrambles. The offensive lineman reach out, holds one of the defensive linemen.
You're trying to sustain that block, but the more he runs out, you lose that lockup as it goes. It's tough being in the in between the tackles.
Yes, it is. You never know what that guy behind you is trying to do.
And in high school, he might not even know what he's trying to do. Trips here again. Did the Pirates bring any pressure? They're going to drop 8, rush 3. Plenty of time. Bruner stands really tall in the pocket. Pocket's collapsing, and he's going to go down. Nice job coming in there on the big shot. That's number, is that 86 for Garaway? 66. Right. Miller coming in.
Yeah, 66 is Wyatt Miller. Just a 3-man rush again. Again, the Pirates secondary and linebackers doing a great job in coverage. Bruner has nowhere to go, and finally, Miller and the pressure from the front 3 get to the quarterback, Bruner. We're looking at about 3rd and 30 right now.
I tell you, Bruner standing tall in the pocket there, too.
He is. He's a really nice quarterback. Does a real nice job back there. Just didn't have anybody to throw the ball to.
3rd and 30. Trying to hand it off, safe handoff here. And they're going to pick up about 7 of the yards. They're going to be punting deep in their end zone. Last punt was a little high on the snap. See if Garaway maybe tries to bring a little pressure. This is where Garaway is very dangerous on their special team return teams. So the Garaway defense feeling a little bit more in rhythm now, getting some consistent stops. They just got to hold off on the penalties.
A couple of hustle plays. They had the big interception out of the end zone.
Good snap. Nice punt. It's going to be fielded, taken across the 50. Pirates are dangerous. Going to be brought down at the 40. So Garaway, 1 timeout, 3:24 to go on your Wayne Garage Door scoreboard. And they're about 39 yards from pay dirt.
That was Trey Miller.
Pirates in the gun. Miller chaining the cadence up, trying to catch the defense off guard. Straight ahead run again, Fry. He is showing some strength on these runs.
Matthew Fry on the carry.
He's getting hit early, but he is dragging tacklers for another 7 or 8 yards.
Yeah, I want to say Fry was hit after about a 2 or 3 yard gain, but he kind of took it back towards the middle of the field, broke a tackle, and scampered ahead for 8. We're looking at 2nd and 2 right now for Garaway. They've got, they can run play action if they want. They can run pretty much whatever they want on this down in distance.
Gonna give it to Fry in the stretch again. Fry lowers his shoulder, and would-be tacklers are getting laid out as he manages to pick up another 4 yards and a first down for the Pirates.
Garaway going stretch play into their bench once again. Notice a lot of the plays that Garaway's running are into their bench. As a play caller, I used to like to do that. They're right here. They're right in front of you. You can see everything. You can talk to your players. It's kind of nice when you have the ball here on this hash, and that's what Garaway's doing. They're running a lot of plays right here to their bench.
And they're eating up some clock here. I know they'd like to try to put one in with maybe 5 seconds on the clock, not give Norwayne a chance to answer.
Yeah, that'd be ideal.
Pressure coming. Miller throws it and picked off. And the Pirates turn it right back over. So a nice interception there by Norwayne. That's number 9. Leach coming up with it.
Garaway again is going to their bench. The two receiver side down here towards the Garaway bench, they ran a switch route again with the outside receiver running in and the outside receiver running the out and up. That's who Miller was looking for. And a great job there by number 9, Cade Leach, coming over and making that interception. Now all of a sudden we're seeing a lot of defense, Troy.
See if anyone can put if Norwayne tries to take a shot downfield here. Garaway's gotten some pressure though on Bruner. You got to watch when you're in your end zone like this for the safety. They might just go with a couple, maybe a direct run to him or a quick handoff. They're going to hand it off, so I tell you, that's big on first down because now you're outside the 10. You're not taking that snap deep in your end zone.
That's really the first room I can remember the running back Arnold getting up the middle. Garaway has been pretty stingy against the run. He gave up the keeper to Bruner, and that was about it.
Under 2 minutes to play on your Wayne Garage Door scoreboard. Out of the gun. Looking, going to throw that screen again. And another nice reception, another first down for Norwayne.
Pass is complete to number 10, Ryder Ingold. Brought down on the play.
Norwayne going to go a little hurry up here.
The play's good enough for a first down.
Little 2 minute drive here for Norwayne. They're going to try to put one up on the board. They get the ball, start the second half. Pressure coming. He manages to duck through it. Going to take the deep shot. He's wide open. Oh, just overthrows a wide open receiver deep. That's going to be incomplete. Ingold can't come down with it. Nice shot, taking a shot downfield though.
Yeah, looking for his favorite receiver who just caught the screen pass on the previous play. This time looking for Ingold deep. He got behind the Garaway secondary, but Bruner just overthrew him.
In the gun again. Scrambling, looking. Gonna throw. Nice catch again. Makes a few men miss. He's in the middle of the field, out to the 50. Norwayne across the 50, getting close to striking distance. Nice job to Arnold again. Norwayne not wasting any time. Bruner doing a good job of extending plays. They're going to spike it here. And they spike it. They got a minute 12, so across the 50, plenty of time here with some timeouts left.
Yeah, Braylon Arnold, number 87, with another big catch there. That's a big target, 6'3", 200 pounds. Catches the ball, makes a couple moves, and nice big gainer out there for Norwayne.
Seen him come up with a couple receptions tonight.
Bruner now 10 of 15 on the night, 104 yards, a touchdown and an interception.
Bruner looking, plenty of time. One's going to fall incomplete on the sideline. Going to bring up third down, so spike on first. Now you're looking at third.
Wyatt Gordon on the coverage. 30-10.
Thinking you don't want to turn it over here.
No, you don't want to turn it over. You'd like to pick up a first down, but certainly you at least want to end this drive with a punt. If you're Norwayne, you certainly don't want to give Garaway the football with any kind of good field position.
There's the trips. Garaway bringing the blitz. Middle of the field. Nice catch again. Wide open. He's going to take it down to the 15-yard line. So Norwayne showing great poise here. Bruner, the senior quarterback, showing good poise. Norwayne going to call their second timeout. So Norwayne looking good. What any guys stats over there, Greg?
Yeah, that was another nice catch by Ryder Ingold. He was the middle guy in trips. He ran a dig route right across the middle of the field deep, and look at that pass there by Bruner right up over the linebacker. Nice catch by Ingold. We've got Jacob Bruner now we got him at 11 of 16 for 150 yards, a touchdown and an interception. Ryder Ingold, 6 catches, nearing 100 yards. Thanks to Bob Offholder, our statistician.
And it's going to be Norwayne football. Thanks, Bob. We appreciate it. Looking, going to take a shot for the end zone. Picked off by the Pirates. Garaway defense coming up big again. That's number 23, Micah Yoder again.
Yeah, so we watched the replay here, the Mount Hope defensive replay. They tried a bubble screen. The inside receiver was Ingold. He ran a wheel route to the back corner of the end zone. But Micah Yoder, who came off the field a little while ago, banged up a little bit, comes back in there, and that might be his second interception of the night.
Micah, I tell you, the Pirates defense coming up here big in the second quarter.
Real big, but actually both defenses making interceptions near the opposing team's end zone. So after a 35-point first quarter, we've had a lot of turnovers and a lot of big defensive plays all of a sudden.
Garaway going to go with a victory formation. They're going to be happy just to take this one into halftime.
Brady Miller takes a knee.
Try it again here. They got to snap it one more time.
Second and 11.
And that's going to bring the first quarter to the end. Your halftime score, Garaway Pirates 21, Norwayne Bobcats 14, your Wayne Garage Door scoreboard. We'll be back with the halftime report right after this timeout.
Division Norwayne Bobcats 14.
Unleash the champion in you at T-County Boxing Academy. From beginners to seasoned pros, our classes are tailored for every age and skill level. Get ready to jab, hook, and cross your way to greatness with our expert trainers. Join a community where everyone is welcome to embrace the power within. It's not just a workout, it's a journey to a stronger, more confident you. T-County Boxing Academy, where champions are made. Sign up now and step into the ring of endless possibilities. Unleash the champion in you at T-County Boxing Academy. From beginners to seasoned pros, our classes are tailored for every age and skill level. Get ready to jab, hook, and cross your way to greatness with our expert trainers. Join a community where everyone is welcome to embrace the power within. It's not just a workout, it's a journey to a stronger, more confident you. T-County Boxing Academy, where champions are made. Sign up now and step into the ring of endless possibilities.
Searching for the quality of a nationally recognized Medicare Advantage plan, but seeking the personalized care and service of a local, familiar face? Primetime Health Plan is a top-performing plan with competitive benefits available right here in your community. Whether you call or meet us in person, our local team will be there to help you find quality coverage and care close to home. Call us today or visit us online at www.pthp.com to learn about our 2024 plans.
Altman is here for you, in your community, because you matter. We're proud to be the area's first and only independent health system. We are one team, joined together and committed to one mission, to lead our community to improved health. And we've always been here, dedicated to providing you with the very best in care, wellness, education, insurance, and more. For your community and for your family, Altman is always here for you.
The first quarter and 0 points scored in the second quarter. You see the rushing yards. Norwayne hasn't been able to get untracked in the rushing game, just one long run by the quarterback Bruner. On the other hand, Garaway, Matt Fry, has racked up over 100 yards already tonight. Passing game, both quarterbacks looking pretty good out there most of the time. At times, they have thrown a couple of interceptions, but the passing yardage is pretty even. The first downs are pretty even. Been a lot of penalties here in the first half, 12 penalties. And the defense kind of took over there in the second quarter with both defenses coming up with 2 big turnovers apiece there in the second half, or the second quarter.
Yeah, big first quarter, a lot of action, fireworks. We thought we might see over 100 score tonight, but really both teams settling down in the second.
Yeah, defensively, both teams came out, and we saw the strip of Fry. We saw a couple real nice interceptions. 2 of them, one for each team, near the opposing team's end zone. Actually, Garaway came up with 2 interceptions near the Norway end zone. So, yeah, the defenses really stepped up there in the second half, or in the second quarter. We're looking forward to a real exciting second half.
And we'll be bringing you that second half action in just a minute on our Ferris Chevrolet halftime report. Thank you for tuning in. Once again, your halftime score, Garaway Pirates 21, Norwayne Bobcats 14. We'll be back with second half action right after this timeout.
Altman is here for you, in your community, because you matter. We're proud to be the area's first and only independent health system. We are one team, joined together and committed to one mission, to lead our community to improved health. And we've always been here, dedicated to providing you with the very best in care, wellness, education, insurance, and more. For your community and for your family, Altman is always here for you.
Unleash the champion in you at T County Boxing Academy. From beginners to seasoned pros, our classes are tailored for every age and skill level. Get ready to jab, hook, and cross your way to greatness with our expert trainers. Join a community where everyone is welcome to embrace the power within. It's not just a workout, it's a journey to a stronger, more confident you. T County Boxing Academy, where champions are made. Sign up now and step into the ring of endless possibilities.
For the quality of a nationally recognized Medicare Advantage plan, but seeking the personalized care and service of a local, familiar face? Primetime Health Plan is a top-performing plan with competitive benefits available right here in your community. Whether you call or meet us in person, our local team will be there to help you find quality coverage and care close to home. Call us today or visit us online at www.pthp.com to learn about our 2024 plan.
Our dealership stands as your premier destination for the latest Trailblazer models, each boasting a range of impressive features and unparalleled durability. Don't miss out on the opportunity to secure the best deal. Hurry in today. Visit Ferris Chevrolet in New Philadelphia and experience the thrill of driving your very own Chevy Trailblazer.
The other guy's insurance, you got Kyle.
Hey Kyle, it's Brenda. I was just reading through your proposal and I have a few questions.
When we drafted up your proposal, we really aimed right down the middle.
Sometimes wonder if your insurance agent true priority is more time on the golf course.
At Hummel, we do insurance differently. Our expert advisors help you not only mitigate risk, but operate more efficiently, decrease employee turnover, and increase your bottom line.
Welcome to PAC Oil Drilling, your local energy partner. Embrace the benefits of domestic oil production with us. We pride ourselves on safe and environmentally responsible practices, ensuring minimal impact on Ohio's beautiful landscape. Our dedicated team is committed to meeting energy demands while preserving nature's beauty. PAC Drilling is a big supporter of high school athletics and academics. We wish our athletes the very best on the field and in the classroom. Introducing Mount Hope Fence. Elevate your outdoors with our premier fences, beautiful pergolas, and captivating decks. We're your local experts on outdoor transformations, security, style, and serenity. We have it all. Let us bring your outdoor dreams to life. Mount Hope Fence, your space, your sanctuary. 7102 County Highway 77 in Millersburg and 644 Killian Road in Akron. Mount Hope Fence. We have the inside on the outdoors.
Altman is here for you, in your community, because you matter. We're proud to be the area's first and only independent health system. We are one team, joined together and committed to one mission, to lead our community to improved health. And we've always been here, dedicated to providing you with the very best in care, wellness, education, insurance, and more. For your community and for your family, Altman is always here for you.
Unleash the champion in you at T County Boxing Academy. From beginners to seasoned pros, our classes are tailored for every age and skill level. Get ready to jab, hook, and cross your way to greatness with our expert trainers. Join a community where everyone is welcome to embrace the power within. It's not just a workout, it's a journey to a stronger, more confident you. T County Boxing Academy, where champions are made. Sign up now and step into the ring of endless possibilities.
Searching for the quality of a nationally recognized Medicare Advantage plan, but seeking the personalized care and service of a local, familiar face? Primetime Health Plan is a top-performing plan with competitive benefits available right here in your community. Whether you call or meet us in person, our local team will be there to help you find quality coverage and care close to home. Call us today or visit us online at www.pthp.com to learn about our 2024 plans.
Our dealership stands as your premier destination for the latest Trailblazer models, each boasting a range of impressive features and unparalleled durability. Don't miss out on the opportunity to secure the best deal. Hurry in today. Visit Ferris Chevrolet in New Philadelphia and experience the thrill of driving your very own Chevy Trailblazer.
The other guy's insurance, you got Kyle.
Hey Kyle, it's Brenda. I was just reading through your proposal and I have a few questions.
When we drafted up your proposal, we really aimed right down the middle.
Sometimes wonder if your insurance agent true priority is more time on the golf course.
At Hummel, we do insurance differently. Our expert advisors help you not only mitigate risk, but operate more efficiently, decrease employee turnover, and increase your bottom line.
Welcome to PAC Oil Drilling, your local energy partner. Embrace the benefits of domestic oil production with us. We pride ourselves on safe and environmentally responsible practices, ensuring minimal impact on Ohio's beautiful landscape. Our dedicated team is committed to meeting energy demands while preserving nature's beauty. PAC Drilling is a big supporter of high school athletics and academics. We wish our athletes the very best on the field and in the classroom. Introducing Mount Hope Fence. Elevate your outdoors with our premier fences, beautiful pergolas, and captivating decks. We're your local experts on outdoor transformations, security, style, and serenity. We have it all. Let us bring your outdoor dreams to life. Mount Hope Fence, your space, your sanctuary. 7102 County Highway 77 in Millersburg and 644 Killian Road in Akron. Mount Hope Fence. We have the inside on the outdoors.
Altman is here for you, in your community, because you matter. We're proud to be the area's first and only independent health system. We are one team, joined together and committed to one mission, to lead our community to improved health. And we've always been here, dedicated to providing you with the very best in care, wellness, education, insurance, and more. For your community and for your family, Altman is always here for you.
Unleash the champion in you at T County Boxing Academy. From beginners to seasoned pros, our classes are tailored for every age and skill level. Get ready to jab, hook, and cross your way to greatness with our expert trainers. Join a community where everyone is welcome to embrace the power within. It's not just a workout, it's a journey to a stronger, more confident you. T County Boxing Academy, where champions are made. Sign up now and step into the ring of endless possibilities.
Searching for the quality of a nationally recognized Medicare Advantage plan, but seeking the personalized care and service of a local, familiar face? Primetime Health Plan is a top-performing plan with competitive benefits available right here in your community. Whether you call or meet us in person, our local team will be there to help you find quality coverage and care close to home. Call us today or visit us online at www.pthp.com to learn about our 2024 plans.
Our dealership stands as your premier destination for the latest Trailblazer models, each boasting a range of impressive features and unparalleled durability. Don't miss out on the opportunity to secure the best deal. Hurry in today. Visit Ferris Chevrolet in New Philadelphia and experience the thrill of driving your very own Chevy Trailblazer.
The other guy's insurance, you got Kyle.
Hey Kyle, it's Brenda. I was just reading through your proposal and I have a few questions.
When we drafted up your proposal, we really aimed right down the middle.
Sometimes wonder if your insurance agent true priority is more time on the golf course.
At Hummel, we do insurance differently. Our expert advisors help you not only mitigate risk, but operate more efficiently, decrease employee turnover, and increase your bottom line.
Welcome to PAC Oil Drilling, your local energy partner. Embrace the benefits of domestic oil production with us. We pride ourselves on safe and environmentally responsible practices, ensuring minimal impact on Ohio's beautiful landscape. Our dedicated team is committed to meeting energy demands while preserving nature's beauty. PAC Drilling is a big supporter of high school athletics and academics. We wish our athletes the very best on the field and in the classroom.
Welcome back here to the Hill and Sugar Creek as the Pirates getting ready to kick it off on your Wayne Garage Door scoreboard, leading here 21-14 over the Norwayne Bobcats. A lot of action in the first quarter. 35 points, we saw it all. Big long runs, nice catches, kick return for a touchdown. And then it really settled down in the second quarter as we get ready for our Mount Hope Fence second half kickoff, and Bobcats are going to get the ball to start the second half.
Most important drive of the game, in my opinion. First one of the second half.
Who made the adjustments? Who's ready to go?
Yep.
Troy Richardson, Greg Williams bringing you all the action. Thanks for tuning in live here on the Big Time Sports YouTube page. The ball going to be kicked, going to make a bounce. Nice bounce for the Pirates. Oh, there's a block in the back. And this one's going to come back. And that's going to be taken out to the 20. And that's going to be, that'll be brought back inside the 10-yard line.
We have a flag on the play.
First drive of the second half, just mentioned, is the most important, and Norwayne is going to be backed up probably inside their 10-yard line after they walk off this penalty.
We have a personal foul for a crackback block on Norwayne.
He did not see that one coming.
Half the distance to the goal, we're going to mark that at the
crackback block is something he used to be allowed to do, but a few years back they changed that rule. You're not allowed thrown blocks behind the play any longer.
And that's going to be Norwayne ball inside the 10-yard line. They've shown they can get out of it, though. This time they're going to hand it off. No, he's going to keep it around the end. Nice job of breaking tackles. I think we got another penalty, though, so this is going to back him up. Now it'll be inside the 5. But a nice job there by Bruner.
Yeah, Bruner rode Arnold, his running back, pulled it out, threw it out here to Leach. Leach took it up the Garaway sidelines for a first down, but looks like it's going to come back again.
Nice RPO action there out of Norwayne.
The signals for holding on Norwayne.
It's going to back it up right down to about the 3.
Excuse me, a block in the back.
Say on the 4 now. So we're going to bring up first and about 14, maybe 15. Dangerous situation anytime you're taking that snap in your end zone. Bruner going to stay in the gun, as they've done the entire night tonight. Going to hand it off, squirts through. Want to get back, not quite out the 5-yard line, so he's going to pick up 2. Going to make it 2nd and 12. So a nice safe run there on the inside. King in there on the tackle.
Ball's on the 6-yard line. Second and 12.
See what Norwayne does here. They've kind of kept it pretty safe when they've been in this situation.
They have. See if they try to find number 10, Ryder Ingold.
That big tight end as well they've got out there. Bruner in the gun. Bruner rolling out, rolling. He throws a nice completion. That's going to be a first down and more. Still on his feet. And they're going to get out of the danger zone as they get the ball out to the 38-yard line. So nice job there by Bruner extending the play. Frary with the reception on the Dennison-yard replay.
Yeah, Bruner's going to roll out to his left. He had his receiver. He was the outside receiver to trips, curled up. That's Frary. Makes a nice catch in the hole. Takes it up past the 35-yard line, close to the 40.
First and 10. Norwayne doing a nice job moving the sticks. They need a big play. They've come up with it tonight.
They sure have.
Out of the gun. Oh, he's going to look to throw. Nice job of getting rid of it. But a great job by the Pirates defense, swarming like the gnats we've got up here in the press box. Pass to Arnold. Miller in on the tackle. Westfall was in there too, the young sophomore.
You said it. Nice job by Bruner actually getting the ball away. A good job by the Pirate defense.
Cole Westfall playing that nose guard spot. Son of a former Garaway Pirates standout, Justin Westfall. Also a former 55-foot shot putter here for the Pirates. A little high snap, going to be fumbled. Got to manage to get it off though, and pick up a yard. Could have been disaster. Maxwell could have been disaster for Norwayne, but they avoid it. But a big third down, 3rd and 7 here for the Bobcats.
You said it right. That could have been disastrous. That ball took a very fortunate bounce for Norwayne. Bounced straight back up, and Chaz Maxwell, who's now playing a running back position, was able to get a couple of yards out of it. Ingold's the inside receiver now to the top.
Bruner rolling, looking. Got a man deep if he throws it. Oh, hits the short man, open again. Great reception by the Bobcats as they come up big again on 3rd down. Frary again coming up with a big reception. They had a man deep though also.
They did. They had a man deep. They had Ingold was the intermediate receiver. They were flooding the zone over there with a short guy. We see the replay here. Bruner rolling to his left. He had Frary was the short receiver. Ingold was the middle receiver. And I think he was trying to go to Ingold, but Frary jumps up and makes a nice catch for a big gainer.
Going to hand it off again. Sidestep one tackle. Makes another miss. Going to pick up another 8 yards. So good first down run there by Maxwell. Going to make it 2nd and 8 for the Bobcats.
Maxwell taking over the running back duties here in the second half for Norwayne. He was the young man that had the kickoff return for a touchdown in the first quarter for Norwayne.
Well, Norwayne trying to make a statement here to start the second half. Trailing 21-14 here in Wayne Garage Door scoreboard.
Remember, they started this drive from about their 5-yard line.
Bruner looking, going to come back to the short route. He wanted that early, decided to get away from it, and then came back to it. But a nice job by the Pirates defense coming up and making the tackle by number 14, Trey Miller, making the tackle. So I think you're in 4-down territory here.
I believe so. That was a nice play in the secondary by Trey Miller. I think Bruner wanted to go deep, but he was covered, so he went back down to Frary short. Miller came up, made a nice sure tackle for Garaway.
2 plays to go 3 yards. Bruner rolling. Plenty of time. Going to throw. Open again. And they're going to say catch. So another first down. As Bruner is feeling really comfortable in the pocket. Not much pressure coming from the Pirates defense. Bruner's a very accurate young quarterback.
Yes, he is. And that was the same route they just ran to the opposite side. It was a flood route. They had a short man, which was Leach, who caught the football. They had a guy in the middle, was Ingold. They had a guy going deep, and Bruner's nice and patient, just threw the one who was open, which is the short man.
Bruner going to hand it off. Gonna fall forward there for a pickup of about a yard by Maxwell. So Pirates defense trip him up at the 24-yard line, so just to pick up a 1.
Nice play inside for Garaway by Jimenez, and also number 64, Dylan King, wrapping up Maxwell for a short gainer.
See if conditioning comes into play here. Garaway with only a couple two-way players. Norway with about 6, maybe 7. Bruner again in the gun. Trips to the field. He's going to roll to the field. He's looking. Plenty of time to throw. That's going to be almost picked off. I'll tell you, the offensive player had to become the defender on that.
That was Ingold, who does play defensive back for Norwayne. And
Trey Miller was seeing the end zone on that one.
From up here, we had a real good look at it. Sure looked like Miller was going to take that one back for 6, but Ingold makes a great defensive play as an offensive player.
Third down possession play here, but Norwayne's come up with it big on third down. They'd like to pick up at least 4, maybe 5 yards, make it a more manageable fourth down. But Bruner has shown he is strong in these situations.
Got to watch for Bruner scrambling.
Pirates going to bring the pressure. Nice job of picking up from Norwayne. He's throwing. He's open. Strike up the band. The Bobcats get 6. So Norwayne takes it right down the field from their own 4-yard line to get the touchdown.
Bruner standing nice and tall in that pocket. And you see that's number 9, Leach, running a corner route. Bruner puts it right on the money, right over his outside shoulder. Leach comes up with the big catch, the big touchdown catch.
Got a block in the back, though, I think. I saw it on the replay. Hold. Going to bring that one back. So that's going to be a big penalty. That's going to back him up maybe to the 35, 34. So
big call against Norwayne on that one.
Touchdown saving penalty for the Pirates. But there's been no pressure here on Bruner. He's got all the time to throw he wants.
When he's gotten a little pressure, he's been able to scramble away from it. Let's see if Garaway brings some heat here, or if they're just going to bring 3 here on 3rd and about 20.
And Norwayne's going to think about it. We're going to take a timeout.
We've got timeout, Norwayne.
Folks, while we got a timeout here, I want to thank our good friends at the Beaver Companies, Beaver Excavating, Beaver Construction, also the proud sponsor of our Female Athlete Elite. We build success has been our slogan. Recently worked on the Pro Football Hall of Fame Museum, Massillon City Schools, Brown Local Schools, Canton City Schools, Talmadge Schools, Bridgeport Exempted Village Schools, Claymont Schools, Indian Valley. Strong emphasis on community service and using our job sites as classrooms, especially when working with school districts. We're going to take a break as well. We'll be back with more action right after this timeout. Welcome back here to the Hill and Sugar Creek. Norwayne looked like they had 7, got wiped off the board by another penalty, as the laundry has been pretty frequent here. So
we'll see if Norwayne, see if they go to the end zone, or I think they're probably going to try and pick up maybe half of the yardage here on 3rd down.
Try to get a chunk play. Bruner still plenty of time. Oh, right up the wheel route there, makes a man miss. They're going to be close to a first down as Bruner is just dissecting this Pirate defense. First down for the Bobcats.
That was a really slick play design there by Norwayne. You'll see 14, he snuck in the backfield. Miller, he comes out of the backfield, runs a wheel route right behind the big receiver, 87, Arnold. Bruner puts it on the money. Miller takes it for a first down on 3rd and 20.
Tell you, Norwayne is looking good. Bruner is looking strong in the pocket. See if the Pirates look to dial up any pressure on him. Calls for the motion. Haven't seen much of that tonight. See if they go with the jet. They do go with the jet. He's got lead blockers. He's going to take it down to the 3-yard line. Great job there. First time we've seen the jet tonight out of Norwayne.
Knock out of bounds by Wyatt Reifenschneider.
Reifenschneider going to get the tackle for out of bounds on the denizen-yard replay.
Ryder Engel, this is a running play. A lot of teams run this as a pass play, a little forward pitch, but this is a running play to Ingold, and he takes it down inside the 5-yard line.
Garaway's defense has been tough inside the 5. Let's see if they can continue. First and goal here. Coming up on 10 seconds on the play clock. Norwayne going to have to hustle to get this one off. Snaps it, fakes it, and he's going to take that one to the house. Now this one's going to count for the Bobcats. First you don't succeed, try again, and they do. And on the QB keep, Bruner is looking strong tonight.
Bruner on the read. Fakes the ball in there to Miller, his running back. Takes it off right there off left tackle and keeps his legs driving into the end zone. That was a great opening drive there for Norwayne. They took 6 minutes and 24 seconds off the clock, and that drive started from their own 5-yard line.
Silencing the Pirate crowd. Snap is back, hold is down, the kick is up, and the kick is good. We're all knotted up at 21. Norwayne doing a good job with their first drive of the second half, picking up right where they started the game.
5:36 left in the third.
We've got Jacob Bruner, quarterback for Norwayne at 16 of 24, 195 yards, a touchdown, and 2 interceptions, plus he has 25 yards on the ground and the touchdown that we just saw. So pretty good night for the quarterback for Norwayne.
And they've done a nice job mixing in the run and the pass, trying to keep this Garaway defense off balance. Coming up here in a few weeks, folks, it's the Ohio Swiss Festival here in Sugar Creek. Kiddies Parade, Main Parade, marching bands, Swiss cheese tasting. There's something to do all 3 days of the Swiss Festival, September 25th, 26th, 27th. Something for everybody at the Ohio Swiss Festival.
Also, that last drive, Bruner would look for some other receivers. Seemed in the first half he was exclusively looking at number 10, Ingold, but Frary with a few catches. Arnold, the big receiver, had a catch. Cade Leach had the touchdown, was called back, so a few different receivers they're looking to go to.
Garaway's second man gets it. He's going to be out to the 40, right down at the 43-yard line. So Pirates going to get pretty good field position here to start, Greg.
Yeah, nice return there, trying to catch the number there for the returner. Looks like number 3.
It's hard to see with the jerseys and everything.
It was number 3. It's Braylon Books. Nice job of handling the kickoff and getting the ball up past the 40-yard line. Excellent field position for the Garaway offense.
Pirates are going to come out here, led by Grady Miller, a sophomore gunslinger. Little motion here from the Pirates. Calling a little bit motion again. I didn't see how the first half. Right up the gut to Fry. Fry gonna gash him for another 7 yards. Tell you, he looks like he's so close to just breaking one, Greg.
Several times tonight. One of the things that can settle down a football game, settle down a team, is get in behind a big, experienced offensive line, run your big back, and pick up some 1st and 10s.
And they got the big offensive line. Their smallest one out there is 250. Grady Miller looking. He's going to throw that little bubble screen. That's going to be a first down and more. Pirates going to cross the 40-yard line, so Pirates going to cough it up again.
Norwayne thinks they have the football.
No signal by the official. Oh, they're going to go Norwayne football. No? I thought they signaled Norwayne. I guess not. Pirates dodge a bullet there.
Kind of an extension of the running game there, just throwing the wide screen there to Trey Miller, picking up a first down.
Long handoff. Going to call the motion again. Looks, Miller going to take a shot downfield. Nice catch on the sideline. First down for the Pirates. They do a nice job working the sideline route. Miller putting it where no one else can catch it, other than Miller can catch it.
Miller dropping back, going to the short side of the field again. We've seen this play a couple of times. The outside receiver, Trey Miller, just runs to the sticks, turns around, nice easy pitch and catch.
Grady Miller out of the gun again. Not sure what we got here. False start on the Pirates.
Flag on the play.
Not sure who that was on. Back it up, going to make it 1st and 15.
5-yard penalty, repeat first down.
Well, the first quarter's kind of like how it was in the first quarter with points scoring.
Yeah, so far, up and down the field so far. Norwayne took their opening drive. Now Garaway on the move.
Miller again out of the gun. He's going to hand that off. Fry going to get stacked up. He still manages, though, to pick up a few yards. I thought that was going to be a 2 or 3 yard loss.
It sure looked like it. Fry kept his legs churning, and it's just a gain of 1 or 2, but it makes a really big difference. Could have been 2nd and 16. 2nd and 13 is bad enough, but second and 16 is a lot worse than 2nd and 13. So we'll see what Garaway comes up here on 2nd and long.
Pirates using some motion. They didn't do that in the first half. Trying to get to Fry, nothing doing. He is getting stacked up stone cold right at the line of scrimmage.
Met in the hole by number 28, Connor
So a nice job there. Connor Kale coming up with a big tackle.
Big stick. Heard that one from up here in the press box.
3rd and 13 for the Pirates. 4 down territory for Garaway. Miller in the gun. We're going to run the check play. Look over at Coach Wallach.
Norwayne showing blitz. We'll see if they come.
Miller looking. Pressure's coming. Pockets collapse. Miller is going to be brought down. Good pressure there by the Norwayne defense.
And they did bring the house. They chose to play straight man-to-man in the secondary. We see on the Mount Hope defense replay.
Nice job for the backside there. Coming up to make the sacks, number 10 for Norwayne.
It's Ryder Ingold.
Ingold doing it on defense, doing it on offense. So Pirates going to punt, trying to pin Norwayne deep. But Norwayne, they've shown the ability to move the football no matter where it's on the field. And their first chance tonight to take the lead.
Haven't seen Norwayne bring the house like that much, but they did that time, and they got it home with Ingold with a big sack.
Little pooch punt. Going to angle out of bounds. Right around, see where the referee marks it off at. See how far as he walks it up. They're going to still marking it up, still marking it up, still marking it up. At the 15, nope, 60, at the 16-yard line. So Pirates pick up about 20 yards on that.
1st and 10 Norwayne.
Saw punter Thomas Grimm look over the sidelines, kind of put his arms in the air. I think maybe he probably wanted to pin that ball a little bit deeper, but
use the sideline, no return. But Norwayne has shown the ability to get out of these situations.
Yeah, they went 95 yards last time. Garaway's defense going to have to come up with a stop.
There he is again. It's going to be incomplete, though. Good coverage there by the Pirates.
Bruner's pass intended for Carter Miller falls incomplete.
But Bruner just looks so comfortable in that pocket.
Yeah,
he doesn't
sure
get
does.
flustered at all.
Nice little play fake, throw the ball out on the bubble screen to Miller. Threw it a little in front of him, maybe a little low, but he does look comfortable back there. A lot of experience. Definitely helps at that quarterback position.
Play coming in from the sidelines. Going to be 2nd and 10 here for Norwayne. See if Garaway tries to bring any pressure. Good tight formation here. Going to run that zone again. He's going to get stacked up. Picks up about 1.5 yards. Good hard run there, but that was hard-earned yardage.
It sure was. Nice job by the interior of the Garaway Pirate defense.
Down by number 22, Wyatt Gordon.
Garaway did bring an outside linebacker on a stunt that time. He came from his outside linebacker spot up inside the defensive end. We'll see if they come after Bruner here on 3rd and long.
Last drive. Norwayne was 3 for 3 on third down conversions. See if Bruner can pull another rabbit out of the hat. Bruner looks, gonna take it wide open again, just playing pitch and catch. Makes a man miss, makes another man miss, and another big run there by the Bobcats. Ingold again. How many times have we called his name tonight?
Quite a few. We have him for now 8 catches. Catches in about 140 yards or so.
I'll tell you, Ingold, he's a candidate for player of the game. Bruner, candidate for player of the game.
So those guys hooked up 4 times in a week 1 win over St. Clairsville.
Wyatt Miller.
Ingold just kind of ran to the sticks and turned around. Bruner looked in the face of just a 4-man rush.
No one's even in the picture when he catches it. Bruner just having all the time in the world. Throws it again. There's that little screen. Splits it. Going to pick up 8.
Bruner's pass complete to number 10, Ryder Ingold.
I'll tell you, Ingold, Bruner and Ingold, man, they just connect. And they look like they've been doing it for years, which they have.
You can tell these guys are probably all spring and all summer out just throwing the ball, running routes. They look good out there.
So Norwayne's got one more play here in the third quarter. A lot faster third quarter than we had in the first. Motion out of the quads. And that time Bruner breaks some tackles. Breaks it again. Another first down run by Bruner. Pirates had him in the backfield. Couldn't bring the big man down.
Yeah, Garaway had him dead to rights. Bruner pulled that ball. Garaway probably should have had him in the backfield for a tackle for a loss, but Bruner shook the tackle and plowed forward for a first down.
Norwayne's going to be happy with that, and they're going to bring the third quarter to the end. We have played 3 quarters of football on the Wayne Garage Door scoreboard, and we are all knotted up at 21 apiece. We'll be back for the final quarter action right after this timeout.
Searching for the quality of a nationally recognized Medicare Advantage plan, but seeking the personalized care and service of a local, familiar face? Primetime Health Plan is a top-performing plan with competitive benefits available right here in your community. Whether you call or meet us in person, our local team will be there to help you find quality coverage and care close to home. Call us today or visit us online at www.pthp.com to learn about our 2024 plans.
Welcome back here to the Hill in Sugar Creek. Norwayne knocking on the door as we're all knotted up at 21 apiece here. Pirates defense has come up big tonight. See if they can do it one more time. He's going to keep it again. And then going to pick up another 8 yards, close to a first down is Bruner. And you know, I think we've talked about it already tonight, but how big of an advantage is it for, Norwayne to have had 2 competitive games and Garaway to had 1 not a competitive game and then only get to play 1 quarter the following week?
Again, I think it's a huge advantage for Norwayne to have those 2 big games under their belt. That was a play we have not seen before with jet motion. Bruner faking the jet and running it back the other way on the counter. So a couple new wrinkles here in this half for Norwayne.
Norwayne just methodically bringing it down. There's a screen again. And a big ball blockers, but a nice job of breaking it up there is the Pirates. Number 4 for Garaway. That is trying to get the numbers on that. 64 Dylan King there on the tackle.
We've got Jacob Bruner, 19 of 29, 258 yards and a touchdown, 2 interceptions. Ryder Ingold. 9 receptions, 146 yards.
His throws are right on the money, and they're not hard throws. It's just these receivers are open and they catch it.
Now give Ingold 10 catches for 150 yards.
Looking, plenty of time, plenty of time. He's going to throw, strike up the band. The Bobcats get 6.
Jacob Bruner's pass complete to number 22, Brian Frary.
Ferrari with the touchdown reception, and Norwayne taking their lead here.
That's Frary's, I believe, 4th catch this half. You see he's the middle receiver. He's just going to take it inside and right in between the pipes, and Bruner puts that right on the money, right in the end zone for Norwayne. Norwayne takes their first lead of the night.
They're going to try to tack it on here. Make it 7. High snap. Kick is up. The kick is good. So just like that, Norwayne takes their first lead of the game. First time all year the Pirates have trailed. And this is not a situation Garaway's used to at home, Greg.
No, not at all. And it looked like at times in the second quarter that Garaway was maybe going to push this out to a 2 or 3 touchdown lead. And every time it looked that way, the Norwayne defense would come up with a big play. They had the big fumble recovery, the interception in the end zone, and they've just hung in there, and their offense is rolling again here in the second half.
And they trail right now 28-21 on your Wayne Garage Door scoreboard. I want to thank Bob Habiger and everyone at Wayne Garage Door. We'll also have our player of the game at the end of the game.
Garaway's only drive of this half was a nice drive. They pushed the ball down towards about the 30-yard line of Norwayne, but they got sacked on 3rd and long and then punted. So Norwayne has had 2 big long drives in this half for touchdowns.
There's that squib kick again. Pirates are going to be blocked, leveled right at the 40-yard line. And, you know, you still have 10:39 to go. It's a big possession for Garaway.
It sure is. It sure seems like they need to put some points on the board right now.
Go ahead.
Nice job by the kickoff return team there. Again, it's tough to see some numbers up here. I see them jogging off the sidelines, but nice job covering.
Miller, empty, throws a long into the dirt, or the turf, trying to throw that bubble screen. Sometimes you got to wonder, when are they going to let that bubble go, where they fake that and try to slip a guy deep?
Yeah, I think we're probably going to see it here at some time for sure. They're going conservative here, trying to get the ball out to Micah Yoder, and just a little short hop there by the quarterback Miller.
Miller again pressured. He's going to be flushed out and brought down by a host of Bobcat defenders. Now Norwayne's dialing up the pressure defensively.
They are. They brought a couple of linebackers, a couple extra men in pressure that time, and they're starting to get home here against that Pirate offense. Checking out the Mount Hope defense replay.
That was a replay from way early in the game, trying to bring back some of the Pirates' big highlights from the first quarter.
Game.
Empty backfield. Miller's got to pick up about 17.
We'll see if Norwayne comes after him again.
Norwayne going to back it off. They're going to throw it deep. Pass is caught. Oh, but he gets separated from it. So they're going to call defenseless player on that, or helmet to helmet.
Grady Miller's pass intended for number 11, Jackson Garber.
So that's going to go against the Bobcats. Garaway going to pick up a first down.
There's a penalty on the play.
Those players went head-to-head on that. It's a dangerous collision.
Yeah, number 11, Jackson Garber for Garaway, went up to make the catch. Looked like he was going to pull it in. And
take a look here at the replay.
Foul for unnecessary roughness on Norwayne.
It's right there. And yeah, the helmets come off. That was just a tough play. That's going to be an automatic first down for the Pirates. That'll bring the ball at about the 48-yard line. Glad to see that Pirate gun. Trying to see who's out there for Norwayne. The young man sitting up, which you're glad to see. You know, you forget how physical this game is. You know, it's a man sport. And
We mentioned it last week at the Dover game, the young man from Tusky Valley, Mason White. You know, this is a game, and it's supposed to be fun, but it is a physical game for sure. You certainly don't ever want to see anybody get hurt.
Well, that's not an automatic first down in high school, so going to be 3rd and 1 here for the Pirates.
The penalty yardage makes it 3rd and 1.
If I'm Garaway, I'm going for it on both downs.
Absolutely.
As long as they don't lose yardage on it, they're going to hand it off. Fry going to pick up the first, and the Pirates are going to get a fresh set of downs.
Fry on the carry to the 48-yard line.
Well, let's see what Garaway decides to do from here on out in this drive. Matt Fry had a couple of nice runs in their first drive. Norwayne starting to get after the sophomore quarterback, Miller. Let's see if maybe they try and stick a couple of runs in here to Matthew Fry.
Try to take some of that pressure off of Miller. They're going to stay with Miller. He's rolling. Throwing so well on the run. Nice catch. Going to be pushed out of bounds to the 35-yard line. Miller's showing good poise there as he scrambles. Young sophomore runs well with great feet.
Yeah, the other thing that you can do when the opposing team starts putting pressure on you is roll your quarterback out. Rolling to his left, or this time rolling into his right. He found his man, Micah Yoder. Nice pass on the move. Garaway's on the move.
5 wide empty. Low snap. Miller gets it. Pump fake. Pressured again. He's going to throw it deep. Almost picked off. Oh, incomplete. Almost disaster again for the Pirates. Good defense there by the Bobcats.
Number 9, Cade Lee.
Nice job by Miller initially scrambling away from pressure, but tried to throw back across his body deep.
It's tough to do.
Usually not a good idea.
Even tougher for the young sophomore. He's going to have to grow up quickly this year. Just a year removed from playing JV and freshman football. Set, screen coming. We got their legal formation by the Pirates.
False start.
Just those early season miscues by Garaway.
Putting the sophomore Miller into some predicaments here. 2nd and 15. Probably going to be a passing down. I would imagine we'll see some heat from Norwayne.
Yeah, we're going to bring the receiver off the field. Motion. Well, he's going to run that. Nice job of just pitching it. Gets it away. Nice job. He's going to pick up 8 of the first down yardage. Makes it very doable here. Going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Lest my eyes deceive me, he throws this with his left arm as well. He did.
He does.
Left. It's like Brett Favre out there. Throw it your left hand, throw it underhand, whatever it takes.
Hey, that's just, that's gutsy play there.
Woo.
No fear out of that young man. Miller again, low snap. He's thrown again. Came back for it. Nice catch, still on his feet. Going to be brought down at the 11-yard line. Once again, Miller, he's shown he's an escape artist out there too.
Yeah, the young man, the sophomore, evades big heat, steps up in the pocket, fires a strike out there to his receiver. You know, I really thought this might be a drive where it might be the Matthew Fry show, but Coach Wallach saying, "You're my quarterback, young man. Go make some plays."
Catch there by Trey Miller. Rolling. He's going to run it. He's going to run. He's going to pick up yardage. He's going to take it all the way down to about the 2-yard line. Great run there by Miller. There, the young sophomore. Mom was a Garaway grad. Rice, as she played here, Amber Rice, a name you might know from her years at Garaway. Check out the Denizen Yard replay.
Watch this tough kid. Is he going to go out of bounds? No, lowers that left shoulder. Pounds down to the 1-yard line.
Tell you, it's funny, you were talking about Arch Manning last week. And I talked about his dad, his brothers, but his mom, she was all-state in 3 sports. You know, Miller's mom played in 2 state championships with basketball, all-state volleyball player, all-state softball player. Amber Rice His uncle Matt was a star here for the Garaway Pirates, someone I had an opportunity to play with. And it just, Grandpa John was a standout for the Baltic Eagles way back in the day. And Garaway going to take a timeout here, and we're going to take a timeout as well. We'll be back with the final 8-16 after you watch this.
Altman is here for you, in your community, because you matter. We're proud to be the area's first and only independent health system. We are one team, joined together and committed to one mission, to lead our community to improved health. And we've always been here, dedicated to providing you with the very best in care, wellness, education, insurance, and more. For your community and for your family, Altman is always here for you.
Welcome back here to the Hill in Sugar Creek as the Pirates are knocking on the door, trying to tie this one up. Trailing 28-21, gone to their diesel package. Third man through, gonna take that one in, walks it into the end zone. Matthew Fry with a touchdown. Now comes the important PAT. Take us through the replay here, Greg.
Yeah, just Garaway's in their diesel package. They're going off right guard this time, third back through. Matthew Fry's going to follow his lead blockers. Gets a nice little hole, nice push there from his running backs and from his offensive line. Into the end zone he goes. Like Troy said, super big extra point coming up.
Garaway is, they've just barely got him over the crossbars. Snap is back, hold is down, kick is up, and the kick is good. So we have tied it up at 28. And we said this might come down to who has the football last, Greg.
Yeah, it might. And I tell you what, Norwayne's had the ball twice this half, and they've ended up in the end zone both times. There's 8 minutes and 13 seconds left.
Garaway with 2 timeouts. Norwayne with 3 according to the score. Great scoreboard here at Garaway.
Yeah, it is. Great facility overall out here in Sugar Creek.
I want to thank our friends at the Beaver Company, is a proud sponsor here. I know they're talking about doing some additions here to Garaway. They need to look at the Beaver Constructors, Beaver Excavating for that. You know, they're looking to expand the press box and bleachers here. Would be great for the facility. Great turf field, great scoreboard, great lights. Adding the bleachers would just be another round to continue the expansion project up here at the stadium. Pirates are going to tee it off here. Big possession coming up on the kick, and this is a dangerous Norwayne team. We already seen them take it to the house once.
Yeah, they had Chaz Maxwell took one to the house in the first quarter. They also had number 10 Ingold back there the last return, so both dangerous returners back there for Norwayne.
Well, we've seen Ingold be dangerous tonight as a receiver. There's a little squib pooch, and Norwayne does a good job there. They're going to get the ball in great field position at the 41-yard line.
Fielded by number 8, Drew Reniger.
Reniger got a nice job making the catch there.
Ball plays at the 41-yard line.
I think Weninger has caught a couple of those. It's not as easy as what it looks.
No.
I know teams practice that. They practice against pooch kicks and squib kicks, but that ball's bouncing all over, and there's a lot of pressure right now in a tie ball game. That was a nice job by Weninger.
Trips to the field. Tight end here. Low snap, but a nice job of getting the hole and getting upfield. I tell you, I like this run game. They do a great job of balancing the run and the pass here, does Norway.
Books with a sure tackle out there. It looked like Arnold is back in the backfield for Norwayne. Looked like he might have had a little bit more room out there, but Books comes up, makes a nice tackle down around the ankles.
2nd and 6 here for the Bobcats. I don't think Garaway's played Norwayne since maybe 91 or 92.
I think it's been a long time. Norwayne coming out with a tight end all of a sudden.
Yeah. Rolling, looking, he's finally being pressured, and he's going to go down. So finally the Garaway defense gets home, trying to get a number out there. Hard to read these numbers.
Looks like 22.
22 for the Pirates.
See,
Trying to get that. Number 22 for the Pirate defense comes up with that's Wyatt Gordon.
Yeah, Wyatt Gordon was the outside linebacker, lined up on the line of scrimmage. He came up to the inside. The defensive end went outside. Miller came inside, took a nice angle, and made a huge play for the Garaway Pirate defense.
Big third down play, less than 7 minutes to go. Garaway has to call a timeout again. I tell you, that's tough. You've already used, that's their second timeout. 1 for the Pirates, 2 for the Bobcats.
Yeah, Garaway's taken a few timeouts tonight. At times when I'm sure Coach Wallach would have rather kept them in his back pocket, but on a big play, 3rd and 12, you have to make sure you have the right call, the right personnel out there. So sometimes you don't want to, but you kind of forced into calling a timeout.
Want to get in the right situations. Next week for the Pirates, they're going to travel down to Zanesville, taking on Division III Zanesville. I'll tell you, that's another team. It's hard to believe, having played at Garaway, them playing Division III schools, Division II schools, just so much different. You got teams in the IVC playing Federal League teams, just something you would not have seen 25, 30 years ago.
For sure. Indian Valley going down to Steubenville and playing up the green, and these guys are stepping up their competition for sure.
IVC becoming a football power, not just basketball. Looking for that middle screen, see if he can make a man miss, trying to get to the perimeter. And the Pirates are there to make a big play. The Garaway defense swarming to the football. Going to bring up a punting situation for Norwayne. So the Garaway defense has been called and answered. I'm sure Coach Wallach challenges young men out there. Got a young man with like a club on his hand.
Yeah, that's
66.
That's 66.
That is Wyatt Miller.
Did a nice job of stringing that play out for Garaway. Arnold had a little bit of space, but Miller did a nice job stringing it out.
Kind of windy tonight. Got to field the punt. Oh. And he does. He's still on his feet. Cuts it up to the 30. Down to the 37-yard line. Pirates are back in business. Trey Miller with the return. We got a player down over here. Just a cramp, though, hopefully. Looks like just a cramp. And it's a cool night tonight, Greg.
It is, but I've noticed that the wind has picked up an awful lot here in the second half. Maybe wreaked a little havoc with that punt. Trey Miller, that was an incredible catch of that punt. Over the shoulder. Did a nice job not only catching the punt, but then turned it into a nice little return.
Last couple weeks ago, I was at did the Green Indian Valley game. A kid from Green tried to Willie Mays it over the shoulder catch. Did not work out so well. And Indian Valley was able to pick that up and score right before the half. Hope that young man's just a cramp out there.
It's Micah Yoder again.
What's going on here?
It's the second time he's come off the field with an injury.
Hopefully that young man's okay. Is there a Norwayne player down there? It is, and that Norwayne player's hopping up. Glad to see that. Gets a nice round of applause from the Pirate faithful. I'll tell you, it's great. Like you said, $8. This is the best entertainment you can get.
I mean, 28-28. What do we have? About 6 minutes left here in this game. This is a great game.
Well, of course it is. It's on Big Time Sports, and we're bringing you all the big time action. And we're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, our own website, YouTube. Like the federal government, Big Time Sports is everywhere.
Kale's a really good linebacker for Norwayne. That's a big loss. Just as Yoder is a big loss for Garaway. So we'll see if the training staff can get those guys fixed up and back into this ball game.
Pirates trying to do the math here, about 64 yards to pay dirt. If I did the math well, I'm a history teacher, not a math teacher. Oh, nothing there as he's stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Ball is loose. Norwayne's got a scoop and score. And disaster play by the Pirates.
Matthew Fry on the carry. Fumble on the play, recovered by number 34.
And just like that, how the fortunes can turn.
34 we don't have on the roster. I wonder if he was.
Roster.
Wonder if he came in for the linebacker Kale. This was a power play. Fry was stacked up. It kind of looked like maybe the play was over, but somebody reaches in for Norwayne and punches it free. 34, scoop and score, just like you practice it, the scoop and score drill.
Domino's big play replay. Well, Norwayne scored every way they could. Special teams, defense, offense. There's a kick, and it is good. So 35-28 here. And this is the way Norwayne's been able to control the football. This might be the last possession of the game for the Pirates.
Yeah, you might be right, Troy. Garaway gets the ball here with 5:44 left. They're going to have to go down and score, make the extra point just to tie it up. I don't think they would go for two in this situation at home.
It's going to be tough. You know, Garaway, looking at the playoffs, looking at their schedule, Riverview probably not going to win a game. Zanesville, maybe one or two. Some of the IVC schools are looking at maybe 2 wins. It could be tight here if they take a loss to Norwayne.
And listen to some of the county coaches speak. They had a nice little program over at the Senior Center in Dover. Most of the coaches like the idea of cutting 16 playoff teams down to 12. They just wish they would have done it before they made out their schedules.
Yeah.
So they could have scheduled accordingly.
You mean the OHSAA didn't do something that made sense? Wow, I'm shocked. I'm in dismay. Next, they'll want to take cash at a game. Swib it again. And the Pirates going to have a hard time fielding it. And Norwayne does it again. Special teams play by the Bobcats.
Carter Miller's kick recovered by Norwayne, number 5, A.J. Wolf.
A.J. Wolf comes up with a big turnover. And we said, you know, all game long, that ball takes some crazy bounces.
It sure does off of that turf. And what a crazy turn of events here. The last couple of minutes here. The scoop and score, followed by now Norwayne covering up the loose ball on the kickoff. Garaway's defense, they're going to have to really dig in deep this time. Somebody's going to have to make a play.
And Norwayne, I think, just going to keep the ball on the ground. If the Pirate defense can get a turnover, now is the time. They're going to go with an H-back here. And they're just going to run that football. Straight ahead run. And they're going to pick up about 8 yards. And more importantly for the Bobcats, they're going to keep that clock running.
Yeah, you got Norwayne, again, with a couple of new wrinkles here this half. They're going 2-back with a tight end, some power football. Arnold is back in as a running back. So we've talked a lot about conditioning. They had Arnold as a running back. They come in the second half. They start with Maxwell. They've had Miller in the backfield, and now they're going back to Arnold. So some fresh running backs they've been filtering through here in this half for Norwayne.
A lot of two-way players for Norwayne. Not very many for Garaway, but their football players are getting it done tonight. There's the jet sweep again. Hands it off. And that's going to be close to Bobcat first down. Greg, I'm going to let you pick our player of the game at the end of this game.
A lot of candidates out there right now.
Both sides, yeah.
We'll see how the end of this game plays out.
Still hasn't been decided yet, but they get a first down here. That takes another 2.5, close to 3 minutes off the clock.
And Garaway with only 1 timeout left.
Having to take those 2 timeouts earlier could come back to haunt the Pirates. Out of the pistol. Going to hand it off. Going to pick up the first down. And more importantly, going to be able to take another 2.5 minutes off. Take this under 2 minutes.
Brought down by number 45, Ethan Rowdy Bush. 66, Wyatt Miller.
That's Chaz Maxwell. Again, Norwayne mixing in different backs. So that was Chaz Maxwell pounding it forward for another 1st and 10.
Stretch play. Pirates trip him up, but he's still going to manage to pick up about 1.5 yards, 2 yards.
Number 12, Chaz Maxwell on the carry.
Norway won't have to snap this football at about 3:16.
Nice job out there on the edge by the Garaway Pirate defense, but Maxwell taking the ball in the stretch play, and it looked like he was heading out of bounds. He did something real smart. He cut it up inside, make sure he got tackled in bounds. The clock's still rolling.
And that is so important to stay in bounds if you're a Bobcat running back. Oh my God, they're gonna look to throw. He's gonna be pressured and brought down for the sack. So does Garaway call their timeout here? No, they're not going to. They're gonna let some time roll off.
Nope, they did use it.
Oh, now they're gonna use the timeout. So a big defensive play there by the Pirates. Give them a little bit of life, Greg.
Troy, I'm a little shocked at the play call selection there. I know you want to go up top and maybe end this game, but I'm going run, and giving Garaway the ball with, maybe a minute or so left in the game.
I'm as shocked as when the Buckeyes were throwing last week at the end of the game. Remember, did you watch the Ohio State game last week?
I did.
And they threw it. Ron Hurst, who's a big-time sports guy here, I texted him and said, I know someone who would not have been throwing the football in that situation, and his name is Ron Hurst. And he said, you were exactly right.
Well, to be fair, Ron Hurst wouldn't be throwing the ball in any situation.
No, in any situation. He didn't believe in that forward pass thing. He passed it every time, from the quarterback to the running back, from the center to the quarterback.
Right. Remember, 2-3 things happen on a pass, and 2 of them are bad, right?
Now he's coaching cross-country for the Tigers of Strasburg. But when you got the football stadium named after you, you must have been doing something right.
For sure.
One of the best ever to coach in Tuscarawas.
No doubt about it.
Pirates are going to give them a cheap 5. So they're going to make things a little bit easier here for the Bobcats.
Offsides on Garaway.
So thinking about things from the Norwayne perspective right now, they've got it at the 26-yard line. They need about 14 yards. So are they going to try and get it all, or are they going to try and get a little bit? Can their field goal kicker make it from, if they get it maybe to the 20-yard line? Can he make a 37-yard field goal? Those things all come into play on this play call selection.
I don't know how you're going to try to get it, but I'm going to try to get it on the ground. How much you're going to try. See if they stick with it.
Garaway can't stop the clock.
No snap. Bounces it to the outside. And we're going to get a holding call against Norwayne. That's going to back it up.
Arnold on the carry. Brought down by number 66, Wyatt Miller.
And that's going to back him up.
17, Wyatt Reifenschneider. Flag on the play for holding.
So that'll back him up to about the 38-yard line. So Garaway catching a couple of breaks here.
Yes, they are. They chose to take the penalty, push the ball back towards the 36-yard line.
If I'm Norwayne, I'm still keeping the ball on the ground, because to me, the time is more important right now to be able to run a play and then take another 40 seconds off, 45.
I agree. I would run the ball here and probably
the clock's running right
punt.
now. Yeah, and they're coming up on 5 seconds on the play clock. They may call a timeout here. Oh, fumbled snap. Pirates, he's just going, that's going to be intentional grounding. So they're going to throw the flag on that one.
I don't see a flag yet, Troy.
There's no one there. I mean, I don't get it.
Yeah, that receiver was out in the end zone.
There was no one even there. They have to throw the flag on that. I think the referees are going to talk about it and then have to throw the flag. Or maybe not.
No, he's not going to.
Oh, I don't understand that.
I'm usually not one to second guess the calls of the officials. It's a tough enough job, but
yeah.
I didn't see a receiver
anywhere near the ball. The clock stopped.
And they're going to get the ball back, Troy.
Oh, they got to get a stop here, though. Norwayne looks like they're going to go for it. You don't want to throw a pick 6. There's pressure by the Pirates, and they come up with a big sack. There they come through. Big play there by number 22 for the Pirates. Who came up big there? Wyatt Gordon.
Big play by the Garaway defense. You'll see Gordon with the pressure up the middle. comes and sacks Bruner. Troy, it was 4th and 20-something. I'm surprised Norwayne didn't punt the ball there. Garaway's got great field position now. They've got 59 yards to go.
No timeout, sophomore quarterback. This is what you live for, though, if you're a high school football player. This is what you practice in the backyard since you were 5 years old, trailing in a situation like this, trying to march a team down the field. Miller throws this sideline. That pass is caught and completed. They're going to pick up about 7 yards. And this is whenever you're playing with your buddies and you're going through, all your dream situations. This is it.
This sure is. Micah Yoder's back on the field to help out. Nice little start to the drive here. I'm still a little surprised at Norwayne trying to throw the ball on second down. I'm equally surprised they didn't punt on 4th and 25.
Pirates trying to, then they threw it a couple times. Pirates trying to tie it up here, send it to overtime. Pressure coming. Gets a pass off. Might have been better gone incomplete just to save some time. Fry's going to pick up a yard. Going to bring up 3rd and 3. Connor Kale with the tackle. Pirates cannot waste time here with the huddle. They're coming up on 2 minutes.
Tell you what, Fry did a nice job of taking that ball away from the Norwayne defender. You're right.
Pirates having a trouble getting their personnel in.
Might have been better off with an incomplete pass there.
Oh, they're going to go. See if they throw it here out of the diesel. False start, though, for the Pirates.
Penalty on the play.
Garaway just having a tough time here. So that's going to probably take the diesel package out. Oh, they rushed their players in late. Had a time getting them on.
Replay 3rd down.
Some mistakes you don't really typically see from a Garaway team.
No.
And yet they still have a chance to win this football game.
They're showing some magic tonight. Grady Miller looking, pressured, throws, pass completes, works the sidelines. Another first down. Sophomore showing poise in the pocket. Minute 31 to go.
Micah Yoder nearing 200 yards receiving on a night, Troy. Norwayne brought 5 that time.
Pirates 45 yards to pay dirt. Norwayne having a hard time getting their players on the field.
Garaway's probably going to work the bottom side of the short side of the field down here towards the Garaway bench.
Just want to throw it low and away so your receiver's the only one who can get it. There's a screen. Catches it. He's got some room to run. Cuts it back to the field. Still on his feet. Going to be knocked out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Great catch and an even better run. How about the blocking on the perimeter by the Pirates? 23 coming up there with a big reception. Micah Yoder.
Yeah, the slip screen there. Breaks a tackle. Gets a couple of blocks down the field by his linemen and his receivers. We've got Micah Yoder over 200 yards receiving now.
Grady Miller empty. He's going to run a check.
Garaway still has plenty of time. They don't have to be in a big-time hurry now.
The way they work the sidelines. Throws it. Complete. He's got blockers ahead. Still on his feet. Going to take it down to inside the 10. That was Trey Miller with the reception, sophomore to sophomore.
So this time they go to the wide side of the field. They attack the short side. They attack the short side. They get the wide side defenders falling asleep a little bit, and they get Trey Miller over there on the screen, and he breaks a couple of tackles, and they're inside of 10.
Going to run the check play. Big when you get out of bounds. They're working the sideline. They're working out like a bounce, like Papa Walinda walking the high wire. Throws it. Touchdown, Pirates. How about that? How about the Pirates coming up big there defensively? And now they're going to try to tie it up, send it in overtime.
Oh, what a game. Garaway going empty down on the goal line. Just hit the quick slant. Receiver got inside. That's number 11 there for Garaway. That's Jackson Garber.
I think the Pirates might go for this.
They're going to put the diesel package in and try and get 3 yards, or I know they have a couple pass plays out of that package.
Well, see what they do here. I tell you, Coach Wallach, he can be a stone-cold riverboat gambler.
Trick play. The swinging gate. That center can snap the ball over there to the left if he sees something that he likes.
He's going to run it. He's going to throw. Touchdown, Pirates for 2. How about the Pirates answering back? Take a look here at the dominoes, and it don't get any bigger on this replay.
Oh my gosh, reaching into the bag of tricks. That's the quarterback, Miller. Rolling to his right, runs into his running back, Fry, who was trying to get out in front of him to throw a block.
Who caught that?
I couldn't catch the number in the back of the end zone. I'm gonna guess Micah Yoder is my guess. Ran a nice route. He ran a slant, stop, turn, went to the outside, and Miller's growing up in a hurry here.
The sophomore is becoming a senior, junior quick. See what Garaway's got here, though. Norwayne is looking at, still got 2 timeouts, though.
I mean, we're talking going for 2 for the win at home. Talking the sophomore quarterback, runs into his own running back, still gets outside of that, throws a perfect pass on the side of the end zone for the 2-point conversion.
How much faith does that show Coach Wallach has in his team? The trust he puts into them. Something we've never seen them run that play before, and he has that much trust in this team. Shows you the confidence that Coach Wallach has in these young men.
And players love playing for coaches like that. You know, I would say Garaway probably hasn't played their best game that they have played in the last several years, but you look up at the scoreboard, they've got the lead.
At home here, but here's the always important kickoff. Do they squib it? They're going to squib this. They got some dangerous men back there. You force him, you got to keep him corralled, and he's going to go down. I think he went down there just to save a little bit of time as we're at 1:05. See if the Pirates look to cover or bring pressure. They were getting home the last series.
First man down the field, Nathan Gintz, senior, down there on kick coverage. He didn't make the tackle, but he sprinted down as hard as he could. He made the returner kind of slow up a little bit, run to the outside for the rest of his teammates to get to him. So here we go. We got 1:05 left.
I'll tell you, I've seen Garaway last year against Mooney, pulled out some plays there, doing it again tonight. Pirates, a little bit of pressure coming, plenty of time to throw. They tackle him, incomplete. Incomplete. Bruner's pass is incomplete on the sideline, one of the few times we've seen him not be able to connect. Number 11 came in to break that up. Jackson Garber, a senior, and you expect seniors to make plays.
Absolutely. It's time for seniors to step up and make plays and win this football game. That was Frary, who's had a couple of nice catches. Couldn't come up with the catch this time for Waynedale, or for Norwayne.
There it is again, pressure. Plenty of time. He's getting brought to the backside, and the big man goes down. And the Garaway defense is feeling hungry, and they turn it over, and the Pirates are going to get the win. How about the Garaway defense being electric?
I hope we can catch the Pirate defender who made that play on the replay, if we have it. Okay, here we go. Here comes the Dennison Yard replay. That is
trying to get the number. I want to shout out that young man right there.
I think it's 22.
22 for the Pirates. That is Wyatt Gordon.
Wyatt Gordon playing a nice game on defense here in the second half for the Pirates. If that's who it was, that was a great play.
I'll tell you, the Pirate ship has been through some stormy seas. This was like going around the southern tip of South America in the Antarctic.
Unbelievable football game. Very entertaining. It had a little bit of, maybe it had a lot of everything, I think.
What do you have it? A sophomore quarterback has to lead a drive all the way down the field. Then they're asking him, hey, by the way, we're going to run a play we've never ran. I've ever seen Garaway run ever. And you got to do it to win the ball game at home against the best team you've played so far.
You know, I just thought of something. You know who he probably got that play from?
Who's
Don
that?
Hurtler.
Don
Looks
Hurtler
like a Don Hurtler Jr. player right there.
That's our Simpson Salute cheer cam. But I'll tell you, Coach Hurtler was another one who was a Stone Cold Riverboat. I was lucky enough to get to play for him. Stone Cold Riverboat Gambler on your Simpson Salute cheer cam. I'll tell you, there's a reason Coach Wallach runs the casino night every year for Garaway that brings in a lot of money because he ain't not afraid to gamble.
Oh, that's for sure. I saw that. I thought maybe they were just going to try and take a look, see if they had something, maybe then just call timeout or come out and kick the extra point, but they didn't. They ran the play and got the 2, and it paid off.
And that's going to be the last timeout used. But, guys, just a great – hats off to Norwayne. Great game. Garaway, great game. This is one of the best games I've had an opportunity to see. Like you said, $8.
$8. And if you're watching at home on live stream, costs you nothing.
Right, and that's Big Time Sports bringing you all the Big Time Sports action. But it's our sponsors, folks. All those sponsors, Wayne Garage Door. When you hear us talk about our sponsors, please go to them. Bring them your business. Without them, we couldn't bring you our award-winning coverage every week. 2 games a week here on Big Time Sports. Our game up north tonight, Northwest Louisville, another great game. Tonight, a great game. Every time we come to the Hill in Sugar Creek, it is always a big game on Big Time Sports. Pirates are going to make that long trip down to Blue Devil country. Love Zanesville's field and their stadium. And the Indians and Leopards, that's a touchdown. I'm not going to tell you, but it's within a touchdown. You can watch that replay, as always, on Big Time Sports. All games uploaded to our YouTube page. Make sure you click subscribe. Grady Miller, the young sophomore, leading the Pirates here. Pirates are going to hand it off and see if that's going to bring it here.
Matthew Fry on the carry.
They're going to have to snap it one more time.
It's close. Looks like about a second difference.
Yep.
So they'll have to snap the ball. Miller maybe have to move around for a little bit and then take a knee, and that should do it.
I'll tell you what, Grady Miller, I know your mom makes some great homemade chicken noodle soup. You might want to get a big jar of that because you definitely deserve it. And if she makes homemade pickles, don't forget about us up in the booth. And the Pirates here are going to let this one run down. And they're going to be about a 1/10 of a second on the clock, 6/10. They're just going to snap and fall on it.
Game on the offense. Be a 5-yard penalty.
So they're just going to snap it, kneel on it, and that'll bring this one to a close. We'll be back with our wrap-up report and our player of the game that Greg Williams is going to pick.
Put me on the spot. There's a lot of candidates.
You can handle it, Greg. Your final tonight from the Hill in Sugar Creek. It's the Garaway Pirates 36, the Norwayne Bobcats 35 on your Wayne Garage Door scoreboard. We'll be back with the wrap-up report and the player of the game right after this.
Ready for adventure? The 2025 Chevrolet Equinox is here. With its sleek design, advanced safety features, and spacious interior, the Equinox is built for your next journey. It combines performance with efficiency. Find yours at Ferris Chevrolet Toyota. Locally trusted, family-owned, and dedicated to your driving needs, Ferris Chevrolet Toyota makes finding your dream car
Who's the player of the game, Bob?
Is that 16?
No.
No, that's 7.
Get out of here.
Who's 7? Oh my God.
Christian Raber.
We got to talk. We got to mention that.
And who did he throw to? Really?
Oh
Jackson Garber.
We have got to come back and say Christian.
Ready for adventure? The 2025 Chevrolet Equinox is here. With its sleek design, advanced safety features, and spacious interior, the Equinox is built for your next journey. It combines performance with efficiency. Find yours at Ferris Chevrolet Toyota. Locally trusted, family-owned, and dedicated to your driving needs, Ferris Chevrolet Toyota makes finding your dream car easy.
Welcome back to the Hill in Sugar Creek, where you saw one of the best games we've had on Big Time Sports in a long, long time, as the Garaway Pirates pull out a 36-35 win over the Norwayne Bobcats. And Troy Richards and Greg Williams here on our Altman Rapid Report. Greg, who was the young man who threw the two-point conversion to get the win?
Well, we assumed that it was the quarterback, Grady Miller, but we went back and watched the replay. Number 7, Christian Raber. Want to throw a shout out there. Christian Raber is the young man who caught the snap, rolled out to his right, ran into his running back, Fry, and still completed the ball. We thought maybe it was Micah Yoder in the end zone, but that was number 17, Wyatt Riefenschneider. So you're talking about trick plays, and you're talking about taking a gamble. We're watching a replay now. That's not even your starting quarterback. That's not even, your starting receiver.
We didn't mention his name tonight.
No, and
which we apologize for.
And these guys, I mean, they came out in this formation. I assumed that they would end up just coming back in and kick the ball. They snap it. They've got all kinds of different people out there, and that's the kind of confidence that Coach Wallach has in all of his players. It doesn't get any bigger than that, and it's a backup and someone who's a defensive player only making that play there at the end.
Well, welcome here to the Altman Rapid Report, Troy Rich and Greg Williams, and just a great game. And folks, it had everything. Greg, take us through your stats, and there are some big, big numbers tonight.
Yeah, there's some big numbers. We had, unofficially, checking the stats here, we've got Garaway with the advantage on the ground. Matt Fry had 130 yards, but there's some negative plays there to push it back to the 125. Norwayne had a trio of running backs, plus their quarterback responsible for their 88 yards. Those passing yards, though, we had almost 600 yards passing combined in this game. 16 and 17 first downs. That's a lot of first downs. We also had a lot of penalties, and we also had a lot of turnovers. So this was a game that had a lot of everything. It was real fun for us to watch up here. I'm sure it was real fun for the people in the crowd, and most importantly, it was a great time out there on the field by the kids.
And yeah, just it was just a great performance by two very good quarterbacks here in our Altman Rapid Report. And that's going to take us to our Claris XL screen printing player of the game. And Greg, tell us who that young man was tonight.
Well, we had We had some candidates.
Yeah,
I mean,
for both teams.
Yeah, from both teams. We had Matthew Fry had 130 yards rushing. We had Micah Yoder we had him for 10 catches and over 200 yards receiving and a touchdown. We had some guys who had some great games great game for Garaway. Norwayne had some great performances, but we're going to go tonight with the quarterback, number 16, the sophomore Grady Miller, and probably the reason why we ended up going with Grady was we're seeing the last play of their last touchdown drive, the slant he threw there to Garber. The sophomore in all kinds of pressure and just a great ball game going back and forth, leads his team down the field, the final drive, puts the ball in the end zone, and Garaway comes up with the 2-point conversion on the trick play, and they come away with a 36-35 victory.
Once again, Coach Wallach showing a lot of confidence in his young man. He's someone, he's a player's coach. His players believe in him. He believes in his players because of that. And they came out and they executed. And that's the thing. Garaway last year against Mooney did the same thing. They managed somehow to put themselves in a position to win.
And there's programs where when you win all the time, you expect to win. You can think maybe like Strasburg softball, for example, or Highland basketball. Well, I think they have that culture out here at Garaway. They're expected to win. So there were some times there, especially after the botched kickoff, that it looked like Garaway didn't have much of a chance of winning, but because they always win, they're expected to win. And the players, they didn't give up. They made a couple of plays on defense, marched down the field. They get the trick play for 2, and we're speechless up here in the press box. What a game.
I mean, they could have packed it in several times after that scoop and score, and the defense had struggled all night until they were called upon and challenged how big they come up with those sacks.
Yeah, it seemed like all night long Bruner was back there pretty clean in the pocket. He could dance around, buy a little bit of time, and then all of a sudden, right there in the fourth quarter, Garaway comes with some pressure, and they get some key sacks right there in that last drive.
And that is a key sack and a key win here for the Pirates, and that keeps them undefeated on the season. They travel down to Zanesville next week. Hey, thank you for tuning in. I'm Troy Richardson. My broadcast partner tonight is Greg Williams. For the guys in the truck who make it look easy, and folks, let me tell you, it is not. All of our cameramen tonight, we thank you. And once again, your final here on Big Time Sports. Garaway 36, Norwayne 35, and we hope to see you at the game. Have a good night, everyone.
The other guy's insurance, you got Kyle.
Hey Kyle, it's Brenda. I was just reading through your proposal and I have a few questions.
When we drafted up your proposal, we really aimed right down the middle.
Sometimes wonder if your insurance agent true priority is more time on the golf course.
At Hummel, we do insurance differently. Our expert advisors help you not only mitigate risk, but operate more efficiently, decrease employee turnover, and increase your